lights out for the devil and Mr. O. It is later than you think. Turn out your lights now. We bring you stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the mysteries of the unknown. We tell you this frankly so that if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now. This is Mr. O. Arch Obler. I bring you a play titled Alley Cat with apologies to all cats, large and small, particularly very large ones. Which brings me to a question. Mister, have you ever quarreled with your wife? Or, lady, have you ever had harsh words with your husband? Of course not. Perish the thought, I withdraw the question. But Papa and Mama, lovers, if you've ever quarreled with each other, I'll guarantee you'll never want to do it again after you listen to Alley Cat. But that happens after a word from your announcer.
Now, a health message from the College of Medicine and Dentistry of New Jersey.
Some ordinary house paints are child killers. The flakes of lead-based paint from peeling walls and ceilings pose a real health menace. If paint chips are around for children to swallow, they run the risk of lead poisoning. Some signs of lead poisoning are fever, vomiting, crankiness, lack of appetite, diarrhea. Often the child has a bluish-black line around his gums. Only by testing the child's blood can a doctor know for sure whether it's lead poisoning. The treatment involves a short hospital stay for a series of injections and follow-up blood tests. Keep lead poisoning away from your door. Scrape any peeling or flaking walls in your house. Use only lead-free, water-based paints. If any children you know have been swallowing things that are not meant to be eaten, take them for an immediate examination at your Baby Keep Well station or local hospital outpatient clinic.
The proceeding, a project supported by funds from the New Jersey Regional Medical Program.
And now, if you haven't already done so, turn off your lights now and listen to Alley Cat.
I got that heart on mine. I don't know the rest of the words.
Hey, girls, cut it out, will you?
Woman with all
Linda, for the love of... Cut it out, will you? The old man will be standing here in a minute.
Yeah, so what? Give me my drink, Queenie. Oh, baby, do I feel swell.
Hey, look what time it is. Come on, Queenie. We better blow out of here.
Yeah. No, don't go. I don't want to be alone.
What do you mean, alone? Your husband's here, ain't he?
That guy. What does he know about having fun? Work. Makes me sick where I've never been sick before. That's pretty good, huh, Kenny? Come on, stick around. Let's have some more fun. St. Louis woman with all a diamond ring.
For heaven's sake, Linda.
Well, speak of the devil. Hiya, Johnny boy. Come on in. The water's fine. Only it ain't water.
Linda, for heaven's sake, I'm trying to work.
Go away. You're spoiling my party. Throw him out of here, Kenny. He's only my husband.
Linda, take it easy.
Get out of here. You, whatever your name is.
Okay.
And take that woman with you. Go on, clear out.
No,
Go
wait.
on.
Don't listen to him. It's my house. What, you kick them out.
Linda,
My friends.
I begged with you,
kicked them out.
pleaded with you to keep these people out of this house while I'm trying to get some work done. Haven't you any consideration at all?
You kick them out. My friends.
Yes, and I'll do it again every time I find them here. They're no good, not a one of them. You've promised me time and time again to give them up.
I'll call them back. I'll call them all back. You can't tell me what to do. Not me. They're my friends, mine. I'd give a dozen of you for one of them.
All right, Linda. If that's the way you feel. You haven't got a grain of loyalty in you. All I ask is a little peace and quiet in my own home, and I can't even have that.
Go away.
Night after night, you and these people yowling and screaming like a pack of alley cats, and you the worst of all. I'm through, Linda. I'm through with you for good.
Oh, no, you're not. Oh, no, you're not.
Keep away from me. Keep away. Oh, Linda.
You see? You're not through with me at all. You'll never be through with me. Never.
Oh, Linda.
Now, let me go. Let me go. I don't want you, you fool. You're not through with me. I'm through with you.
No,
I'm
listen.
tired of you. Do you hear me? Tired of you. I'm going to get so far away from that smug face of yours I couldn't see it with a telescope.
Linda, my wife.
Ha! Your wife. Why do you think I married you?
Oh, you loved me.
I married you because I was sick of working in a two-bit barber shop, because I was sick of living in a hall bedroom wearing bargain sale dresses. I wanted dough, plenty of it, all I could get. And you were the best chance to get it that came my way.
No, Linda, you did love me. You must have loved me.
Oh, well, I loved you about as much as that canary up there loves its cage. I told myself I'd stay with you a year, divorce you, stick you for plenty of alimony, and then get out.
We've been married 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. Because you fooled me. That's why.
I fooled you.
Yeah. You started to make a lot of money. More money than I ever thought you could make. So you're giving me the air, huh?
No, Linda, I love you. I didn't mean what I said. I didn't.
Well, I did.
Linda, don't leave me. You're no good. I know you're no good, but heaven help me, I love you. I'll never love anybody else.
Get out of my way.
No, I won't let you go. You've got to stay.
Get your hands off
You're no
me.
good. You cost me my self-respect, but you'll stay with me. You'll stay with me or I'll cut you off without a cent. You'll never get a dime from me, not a dime. Stop that. Stop laughing.
Oh, you sap. You fat-headed sap.
Stop that.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna cut me off without a cent, are you? Why, you fool. I've got everything that belongs to you now. You hear me? Everything.
What are you talking about?
This house. It's in my name, isn't it? The car. It's in my name, isn't it?
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, wouldn't I? Well, listen to this, my darling husband. I cleaned out the bank account yesterday.
Oh, no.
Every cent of it. I won't be in the street. Oh, no. You will. Now, this is my house. Get your things and get out of here.
I'll kill you.
No,
I'll kill you.
No, let me go. Let me go. Oh. You touch me again, and I'll tear your eyes out.
You cat.
Get out of my way.
That's what you are, a cat. A big, white, heartless cat.
Get out of my way.
You think like one, you screech like one, you claw like one. You even look like one. Your eyes, they're cat's eyes. That's what they are, cat's eyes. A cat, that's what you are. A white cat. I didn't marry a woman. I married a cat.
Keep it up.
Laugh
Keep
at
it
me.
up. You're doing swell.
Go ahead, laugh at me. You're a cat, a sneaking, yowling cat. A cat. You're a cat. A cat. Cat. You're a cat.
Now, that's enough of that. I don't like it.
A cat.
Stop saying it.
A cat, you hear me? A cat.
Sean. Stop staring at me like that. Stop staring at me. John. What's happening to me? John, my head. I can hardly see. John, help me. John.
Linda.
What are you staring at? What are you staring at? What are you...
Linda! Linda!
Now, John, you've got to control yourself. Everything will be all right.
Doctor, what have I done? What have I done?
John, please pull yourself together.
I can't.
You are not entirely to blame for what happened.
Oh, I did it. I'm to blame. What'll I do? What'll I do?
Stop talking like that. It's preposterous to say you were to blame. She was in a hysterical condition.
I know.
The suggestion that she was a cat caught her in an unguarded moment and resulted in temporary neurosis.
But she... Doctor, can I go in and see her?
But I tell you, she's sleeping.
I know, but... Doctor, I've got to see her. I've got to look at her. I've got to make sure she's all right. Don't you see? I've got to make sure.
Now, John, please. You've had a hard time of it. You'd better get to bed and get some rest.
No. Doctor, listen to me. I've got to see her again. I've got to make sure she's all right. I can't rest until I know.
But I tell you... Oh, very well. Just for a moment.
Yes.
Be very quiet.
Yes.
There. You see? She's resting very nicely.
Doctor, look.
What?
Her hands. Look at her hands. And her teeth. Linda.
No, John. You'll waken her. John.
Linda. Oh, Doctor, listen to her. Listen to her.
Steady, John.
I can't stand it, I tell you. Doctor, what is it? What's happening to her?
I don't know, John. I don't know.
Oh, listen to her. What'll I do? What'll I do?
Fingers into claws. Teeth into fangs. It can't be happening.
But it is.
And yet I've seen it with my own eyes.
You've got to do something, Doctor. You've got to. You're my friend. You've got to help me.
But what? In the name of all that's rational, what?
Well, think. There must be something you can do. A drug, something.
Oh, John, I don't know what to say. I can't think. I'll call in someone else. Yes, that's it. I'll inform the authorities. They'll take care of everything.
No. Wait, Doctor, wait.
What's the matter? What is it?
You're going to inform the authorities?
Yes, of course. Don't you see, my boy, it's the simplest way out of this.
Way out?
Of course. For you and for me.
What do you mean?
This horrible thing that's happened to Linda, it goes beyond just you and me. It goes beyond the normal into the supernatural. The world should know about it.
No,
Science.
stop. You mean you're going to let everyone know what's happened to Linda?
Of course I am.
But you can't do that. She's my wife. Do you hear me? My wife.
No. Now don't get excited again, John. Listen sensibly. We owe it to science.
Science? Who cares about science? She's Linda. She's my wife. And I cursed her to God, and I turned her into a yowling beast. It's my shame, mine. And you're not going to tell anyone else about it. No one.
It's my duty, John. I must inform the authorities.
No. Keep away from that phone. Keep away, I say.
I'm sorry, John. I must call. John. My friend.
No. Try to sleep, darling. Try to sleep. Yes, I know, darling, but it's almost morning. You must rest. Sleep, Linda, sleep, my darling. All right, darling, I won't cry. I've got to be strong. I've got to help you. And I did help you. He was going to tell them about you. Everyone. They'd have taken you away from me, locked you up, pointed at you, laughed at you. But I stopped him, Linda. I stopped him for you. He called me friend. But you're my wife, beloved. And I love you. I pleased you, haven't I, my darling? I never could please you before, could I? But now I've pleased you. I'll tell them he never came here, and no one will ever know, darling. No one but you and I. What is it, darling? What's the matter? Why are you getting up? What is it? Why go to the window? What do you want out there? Oh, if I could only understand you. If I could only know what you're trying to say to me. Oh, no. Linda, stop. On my knees, I'm begging you to stop. Linda, beloved, stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, we leave The Devil in Mr. O's story, Alley Cat, to take a normal breath and a word from your announcer.
The following announcement is from the Office of Consumer Protection of the state of New Jersey. Over the past several years, a company named Vigilant Protective Systems sold burglar alarms and fire alarms to approximately 1,000 residents of Newark, Jersey City, and Patterson. Now the Office of Consumer Protection has filed suit against the Vigilant Protective Systems and has reached a tentative agreement with that company that provides for substantial refunds of money and to many residents of New Jersey who purchased alarms. But the Office of Consumer Protection doesn't know who these residents are. Therefore, if you are a New Jersey resident and if you have purchased an alarm system from the Vigilant Protective Systems anytime during the past several years, please call the New Jersey Office of Consumer Protection at 201-648-4016 or 201-648-2812. It could mean money returned to you. That's New Jersey buyers of alarms from Vigilant Protective Systems. Call 201-648-4016 or 201-648-2812.
And now back to our The Devil and Mr. O story of Alley Cat.
Yes, I'm coming.
Good morning, Mr. Taylor.
Oh, it's you.
I found this note saying you wanted to talk to me. And, Jay, I hope you're not going to quit taking milk from me.
No, I'm not going to stop taking milk. That's what I wanted to see you about. I want milk. More milk. Cream. Everything.
Well, sure. How much do you want?
4 bottles of milk. No, 6.
6?
Yes, and cream. 6 bottles of cream.
Is something wrong, Mr. Taylor?
Wrong? Why do you think something's wrong?
Well, I only meant...
You meant what? Speak up, you meant what?
Well, don't get sore, Mr. Taylor. I just meant... Well, you don't look so well, and... Well, you know how it is. Sometimes a fella has a couple too many and starts ordering all the milk in the world.
You fool, I'm not drunk. Do you want to sell me that milk, or do I have to get another milkman?
No, I'll get it for you.
Well, hurry.
6 quarts, 6 cream. Only him and his old lady. The guy's nuts.
Well, good morning, Mr. Taylor. Early again this morning, ain't you?
Morning.
My first customer every morning for the last 3 days. I was saying to my wife this morning...
Yes, Mr. Heinrich. Some other time. I'm in a hurry. My order, please.
Sure, but you didn't give me an order yet. How about a nice broiling steak?
No, nothing like that.
But broiling
No,
steak...
stop it. I'm in a hurry, I tell you.
All right. You don't have to get so excited, Mr. Taylor. Now, if you'll tell me what you want, I'll get it for you.
Oh, well, I don't know exactly. A couple of pounds of fresh liver. Yes, that's it, fresh liver.
What? Again?
You heard me?
Oh, sure, I heard you, but look here, for 3 days now, ever since your wife went away, you eat nothing but liver.
Are you going to fill my order?
Sure, I'll fill your order. Nice and fresh, huh? So, 2 pounds, yeah. There we are. Say, you'd think you was raising cats or something.
What? Why do you say that?
Well, you buy liver every day. Oh, this morning I caught a couple of mice in a trap. Maybe you'd like to take them along for the cat tour.
Don't say that! Don't say that!
Mr. Taylor, the liver... Forgot. Man's crazy. What did I say that was wrong? Cats like to eat mice.
Oh, my Linda. My dearest Linda. Close to me. So close to me. Oh, my darling, my darling. It's better this way. You can't leave me now. I'll have you with me always. I'll keep you here. Yes. Just you and I. I won't answer it. They'll go away. All right, I'll answer it. Linda, it can't be anyone that knows. He's dead. I buried him, Linda. You know that. No. Stay here, my beloved. They mustn't see you. Be very quiet. Very quiet. Yes, I'm coming. Well, what is it? What is it?
Are you the owner of this building?
Yes. Yes, what do you want?
Kerrigan's the name. I'm your neighbor. I've got that place across the alley from you.
Oh, my neighbor.
Yeah, Kerrigan's the name. I'm with the department.
Department?
Yeah, I'm desk sergeant at the 3rd District Station.
A policeman?
Yeah, I'm off duty today, so I thought I'd drop over and speak to you. You mind if I step in for a moment?
Step in? Oh, no. No, not at all. Not at all.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, you got a nice place here.
Yes. Nice, very nice.
You know the same contractors made this place as made mine. You didn't know that, I bet.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, an Irishman by the name of Gil Hooley. If he was alive now, some of the people along here that bought places from him would murder him. What with the trouble they're having.
Oh, trouble?
Yeah, cheap material, plastic cracking, floor sagging, stuff like that.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Now, you take my place. I've had to have a new roof put on and new gutters put in, and I never know what'll go wrong next. Anything wrong around here?
Here? Oh, no, nothing at all.
Well, then you're lucky. Say.
What's the matter?
I just remember why I come over. If you don't mind, I'll tell you.
Yes?
Now, it ain't me that's complaining, Mr. Taylor. I'm the kind of a man that can sleep in a boiler factory. But it's my Ella. There's a light sleeper for you. I always say that if a star in heaven twinkles too much, the noise wakes up my Ella.
What's the trouble?
Oh, no trouble at all, Mr. Taylor. Like I'm telling you, I'm the last man in the world to go around having trouble with me neighbors. But you know how the women are. Always finding something to make a fuss about. Oh, say, I'm not disturbing her, am I?
Disturbing?
Yeah, you know, your missus. She's not sleeping in the bedroom there, is she?
No, of course not. There's no one in there.
I thought maybe seeing the door was closed.
No, I tell you there's no one in there. My wife is out of town.
Well, that's fine. I always like to talk things over man to man without the women around. That's why I made my Ella stay home. Let me handle this, I says. There's anything wrong, I says. Let me do the talking and we'll stay good.
What is it? What's wrong? What do you want to tell me?
Well, to put it plain, it's the cat.
Cat?
Yeah, the cat. You just got it, didn't you?
You had a cat?
Yeah, it started a few nights ago. Now, it ain't disturbed me none, like I says, but my Ella. Well, you see, our bedroom window faces right on the alley, and by golly, she hears every meow that animal makes.
You're wrong.
Huh?
I have no cat.
But my Ella heard... I heard it, too, for that matter.
I have no cat.
But I'm telling you, it came from this house.
And I tell you I have no cat. Isn't that sufficient?
Well, now, seeing as you put it so plain, I'll be speaking up plain myself. I'm telling you, I heard a cat yowling last night, and the night before, and the night before that. And as sure as me name's Thomas Kerrigan, it came right from this house. Now, what do you say to that?
Get out.
Now, wait a second, me bucko. Get on your high horse.
Get out. Get out of my house.
Well, you sure are making a lot of noise about nothing, young fella. But it's your house, and if that's the kind of a neighbor you want to be, I guess I can...
What are you standing there for? Get out. Get out.
Just a minute. Take it easy. No cat, eh? Well, what was that I just heard?
Nothing at all. You've got no right to be coming...
You may not be a liar, but you sure are something close to it. If that ain't a cat in that bedroom there, then I ain't never heard a cat.
Get out! Get out of here!
Oh, no, I won't. Listen to that cat. If that ain't creating a public nuisance, I'd like to know what it is.
It's none of your business. Get out of here. This is my house. Get out of here.
Stop pulling at me, bucko. I may be off duty, but I'm still an officer of the law, and I'm telling you, that cat in there is violating the city ordinance. Now, if you don't make it shut up and disturbing me, Ella, I will.
Stay away from that door. Stay away from that door.
Hey, listen to it. That ain't no cat you got in there.
Yes, I lied. It is a cat. It's just a cat. But I'll make it be quiet. But go away.
Now, wait a minute. Take it easy. If it's just a cat, what are you getting so excited about? Just look at
her.
No. Look at her. Your eyes blazing. What's going on here? I think I'll have a look.
No. Stay away.
Oh, no. Get away. Take it away.
I told you to go.
My gun. I'll get my gun. My gun.
Linda, did you hear him? His gun. Yes. Close to me. Yes, darling, stay close to me. If he comes back, you'll... No. No, they won't hurt you. I won't let them. I did this to you. I did. I cursed you to God. No, they won't hurt you. They won't. Wait there. Wait there. I've got to find it. I've got to find it. They won't hurt you, Linda. No, they can't. I've got it. Now they won't hurt you, Linda. I swear it. They won't ever hurt you. No. No, don't look at my hand. No, why shouldn't you look at it? Yes. There's a gun in my hand. But not to hurt you, darling. It's just to help you. I swear it. To help you. Yes. Yes, so close to me. I must do it quickly. Quickly. No. No, don't try to pull away. No, Linda, stay here. I must hold you. I must. He'll be back in a moment. I mustn't miss. Linda, my darling. I heard my beloved. I heard you. Wait for me, my beloved.
This is Mr. O. Arch Obler again. Let me tell you about next week's package of thrills and chills. It's a story about... but more after a word from your own announcer.
See? See the leaf? Right here in my hand.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that a new leaf?
Yes, it is a new leaf.
Here, I'm going to turn over a new leaf. Get it? Leaf? New?
What does that mean, to turn over a new leaf?
Well, in serious,
Mm-hmm.
means that you're going to have a little change.
From what to what?
From bad to good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, suppose somebody was crying.
They could switch from tears to a smile.
Suppose they were lonely.
They could go from loneliness to having somebody to play with.
Well, suppose somebody wasn't loved. Could they turn over a new leaf?
They could go from not loving somebody to loving somebody.
How do they do that?
All they have to do is try to love somebody.
Just try?
Yeah. It's easy to love people when you try.
Love makes all things new again.
Hey, what was that?
Another sound of love from the Franciscans.
This is Mr. O again. Have you ever wanted to turn time backwards? I mean really backwards. We do that next time with a play titled Neanderthal. It's a story about a past which I promise you will make you forget, at least for a while, the woes and troubles of today. But that's next time. It is later than you think. Lights out for the devil and Mr. O. It is later than you think. Turn out your lights now. We bring you stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the mysteries of the unknown. We tell you this frankly so that if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now. This is Mr. O. Arch Obler. Have you ever wanted to turn time backwards to a pleasanter era, back to the days long before ticking atom bombs and air pollution and the inbred madness of our cities? Well, our story begins after a word from your announcer.
Inner Sanctum Mystery.
Hello, this is your host, welcoming you through the squeaking door. Not for a half hour of terror, but to tell you about Radio Nostalgia Magazine. Radio Nostalgia Magazine is a must for old-time radio fans. It's the magazine with many photos and stories of old-time radio and its stars. Our current issue features a 16-page article on The Shadow. All subscribers will get a free Captain Midnight decoder badge, a Captain Midnight Flight Patrol membership, and a Flight Commander certificate from the Secret Squadron. To get your copy, send $1.50 in check or money order to Radio Nostalgia, Box 8007R, Union City, New Jersey, 07087. That's Radio Nostalgia, Box 8007R, Union City, New Jersey, zip 07087. Send now and get a free 8x10 photo of the Lone Ranger and Tonto, boys and girls.
Well, this is Mr. O again. You know, the wonder of radio is that it all takes place in the theater of your own mind. All I can do as the playwright and director is to write the words and indicate the sound effects and get actors to speak, and then it all comes to life in your very own mind. Now picture this in your mind. We're in the Dordogne region in France. Beside a road shimmering in the heat of the midday sun stands a large, dusty limousine. The lid to the engine is open, and a begrimed little Frenchman tinkers with the mechanism. Within the car sits an Englishwoman, Kay Stanton by name. And next to her is Jim Brent, an American, a member of our own State Department's Diplomatic Corps. By the way, if you haven't turned out your lights yet, turn them out now and listen to Neanderthal.
Aren't I what, ma chère?
Aren't you clever with engines?
Oh, I think I will rest a moment and talk with you. Oh, the sun. It is doing its best to fry the little brains I have left.
Poor dear. Come on, get in. Jeffrey was worried about your ability to fix the engine.
Ah, most comfortable. You should try working with your hands, my dear Jeffrey. It gives one a most exquisite appreciation of the comforts of upholstered seats.
Sorry I'm such a dud at machinery.
Now, Jeffrey, don't be so stuffy. Claude's much too primeval in his ways to be subtle. If he thought you ought to help fix the engine, he'd be shouting the fact at the top of his voice.
Not at the top, my dear, but perhaps in the middle register. Oui, Kay, as usual, you are right. I lack all knowledge of the diplomatic arts. If I do not like what a man is doing, I'm forced to say so abruptly and completely. What an advantage you men of the diplomatic service have over we other poor mortals, my dear Jeffrey.
Sorry, but I'm much too warm at the moment to think you're very funny.
Oh, you too. The minute you get together, the great battle of words begins. Aggressiveness versus diplomacy. The financier versus the diplomat. As the Americans say, bury the hatchet, my friend.
I'm afraid Monsieur Wallace will never appreciate my virtues. He likes men who sit around green tables and talk. I, on the other hand, do not like sitting. I do.
The diplomatic way of getting things done is the only civilized way.
And again, monsieur, I must beg to disagree. There comes a time when if a thing is to be done, one must do it. In diplomacy, how do you say it, be hanged?
The philosophy of ruthlessness. Caveman philosophy.
What do we know of cavemen?
I know that a ruthless aggressiveness may reap temporary rewards, but those rewards that have come in a far greater and more permanent form have resulted from the use of a civilized code, a friendly exchange, calm consideration of facts, the ethical way of life.
The ethical way of life. I tell you, monsieur...
All right, gentlemen. There's just about enough of that for one day.
So sorry.
1,000 pardons, my dear Kay.
Are you certain it will run, Renner?
In my simplicity, I know but one way to find out, and that is to try and start it. Voila.
Clever Claude, isn't he, Jeffrey?
Let's hope it continues to run.
Oh, charming thought. Let's be on our way, Claude, before we fall apart.
They certainly won't.
We're very late, Claude, so speed's the word.
Right. The sooner we get out of this country, the better I like it.
Why do you say that?
Oh, I don't like this place. It gives me the chills.
With the sun doing its best to parboil us? What are you talking about?
I'm not talking of temperatures. I'm talking of atmosphere. These forests and hills. Whenever I travel through here, I feel as if I were passing through a place old beyond decay.
But that is amazing.
Hmm? What do you mean?
Because what you say of this country we are passing through, you speak profound truth.
Truth?
We are at Le Moustier.
Le Moustier?
Oui. Does that mean nothing to you?
Oh, nothing.
Not to me either.
Le Moustier, the Mousterian period, the dawn of mankind, the Neanderthal man.
You mean here?
Oui, here. In this country which you say is old beyond decay, were founded Neanderthaloid skeletons, what you call cavemen, men from the dawn of man's antiquity.
Claude, are you serious?
Some of the finest specimens of Neanderthaloid skeletons have been discovered in the caves right in this region.
Really?
It is unfortunate we are in such a hurry, or we could stop, perhaps, and see a few of the caves where the excavation have been made by the anthropologists.
We haven't time for that sort of thing.
I said as much.
Claude.
So I was saying, the anthropologists have found the most wonderful remains of this early species of man, who are said to be the source of the horrible ogres in our fairy tales.
What are you talking about?
Silly nonsense.
Yes, Claude. How could anyone possibly know after 50,000 years what this Neanderthal caveman looked like?
But that is simple. From the peculiarities of the skeletons that have been found, it is simple to reconstruct the physical appearance of the race.
Really?
I remember hearing the hands and feet were very large, the thigh bones curved so that the men walked like apes. Teeth and jaws were large, enormous brow ridges resulting in a fierce, horrible expression.
How nice.
On and on.
They were men and not men. Horrible characters.
Kay, would you mind telling your erudite friend to step on the accelerator? We've got to be at Monet within 2 hours. We'll never get there at the pace he's driving.
And Kay, would you tell your impatient compatriot that I drive as fast and in a manner that pleases me alone? Would you tell him that?
Claude, look out. The road's blocked.
Don't swing your wheel, you fool. The cliff. Dear, something is wrong. I can't.
The cliff!
Hang!
Jeffrey, please open your eyes. Jeffrey, please open your eyes. I'm so frightened. I don't know what.
Kay.
Oh, well, thank God you're all right.
You're all right?
Oh, yes, I'm all right, but Claude, I don't know where he is.
The cliff. We went over.
We were thrown clear, I guess. The car's over there. I see it all broken up. But Claude, I can't see him.
Here, help me up.
Oh, what is it, Jeffrey?
Oh, my arm. It's broken, I guess.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Oh, I'll be all right. Lucky to be alive.
I don't understand going over that horrible cliff. And Claude.
Back here, in the brush.
Well, come ahead. Well, what's the matter? Are you hurt?
My knee. Kay, are you all right?
Oh, yes, Claire. All right, stay where you are. We'll come to you. We'll come to you. Don't move.
Oh.
Sorry, Claude. Got to get that knee bandaged.
It is all right. A little pain is better than oblivion.
Sorry I can't be of any help, old man. This blasted arm of mine.
It is all right, my friend. Kay is doing excellently.
How cold it is.
That wind.
Freezing.
But how could that be in the middle of July?
Claude. Jeffrey. What is this? The car goes over a cliff. We don't die. A warm, sunny day, and now suddenly it's like winter. What is this? Tell me, what is this?
Steady.
There must be some logical explanation. I know this country, like you say, like the back of my hand. There is never such cold winds here in July. I tell you... Oh,
Claude, you shouldn't try to get help.
I'm all right.
Oh, we've got to get help somehow.
No. All I want now is a cigarette.
I haven't any. Oh, there's some in the side pocket of the car. I'll get some.
No, Jeffrey, I'll get them.
But you
can't go through the bushes with that arm of yours. I'm all right. I'll be right back.
Kay,
wait.
No, I'll be back in a minute.
This infernal knee.
Better sit quietly.
Quietly. It is not in my nature to be quiet. A stick. Get me a stick. I'm not going to lie here the rest of my life. Get me a stick for a crutch and I...
Wait a minute.
But I tell you...
Wait, I tell you. There's someone coming.
Kay?
No, the other direction.
But I do not see.
There, over there to the right. There, don't you see? The bushes are being pushed back.
Yes, I see. Some peasant will give us assistance. Now everything will be all right.
Of course. Oh, there we are. He's in the clearing. Now he...
Oh. Who is that? Oh, no. Claude. Who? Am I mad? This cannot be.
He's looking at me.
Gone.
Yes. But who?
Who? You do not understand?
Understand what? Talk up.
Did you not see him as I saw him? The short, hairy, twisted body, the head thrust forward, the neck bent like an ape, those enormous brow ridges, the broad, flat nose. You did not recognize.
Well.
Once, in your own British Museum, I saw a reproduction of a man like that.
Huh?
But never did I think that I would see him in life.
I tell you, speak. Who was he? Who?
A man of the caves. A Neanderthaler.
Are you insane? Why, the race is extinct 50,000 years.
I tell you only what I saw, what I know.
And I tell you you're mad.
But you saw as I did.
No.
The thick, hairy body, the short, ape-like limb, that misshapen face like something out of a nightmare. Yes, a nightmare of 50,000 years ago. A caveman comes out of the past.
No, stop talking like that. It can't be, I tell you, it can't be. He's some madman wandering these forests, that's all. Why, cavemen died here 50,000 years ago. The past doesn't come back, I tell you it doesn't. Why? Claude.
Eh?
Kay.
Oh.
Kay. Kay, where are you?
Kay, where are you?
Kay!
Answer.
Kay!
And now a word from your announcer before we return to the excitement of Neanderthal.
Mr. President, what does it mean to say love makes all things new again?
Love makes all things new again? Well, you see, if somebody's down in the dumps, that means they're very sad. I'd say, I care about you. And then they go, pew!
Why is that?
Well, when a person knows somebody cares about him, they just feel great. They go pew!
Oh, I see.
No, that's the same thing as love.
What's the same thing as love?
Caring about people.
Well, suppose there were two people down in the dumps, Mr. President.
Oh, I just say, I care about you, I care about you, and then go pew, pew.
Suppose 200 million Americans were down in the dumps, Mr. President.
I'd say, I care about you, 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 I care about you.
Love makes all things new again.
Hey, what was that?
Another sound of love from the Franciscans.
This is Mr. O once more. Let's go back to our story of Neanderthal. An auto wreck somewhere in France, and out of the past has come a man of the caves, a creature supposedly extinct for 50,000 years. The Frenchman Claude believes that this has happened, but the American Jim Brent does not. Now the two men are searching for the third member of their party, the Englishwoman who has suddenly disappeared. We give you again Neanderthal.
Well, it's nonsense, I tell you. Hallucination.
Eh?
Yes. Yes, hallucination. Driving along, we were talking about the Neanderthal man. So when we saw that hairy peasant, we immediately took for granted that, well, here was one of the Neanderthal come to life. I tell you, the air was hazy. Our nerves were shot. We saw things that don't exist.
Why is it so bitter cold? That, at least, is reality.
Keep moving.
So, I'll answer my own question. It is bitter cold because time has moved back to the third interglacial age. You do not believe the evidence of your senses. Yet perhaps you will believe that is a campfire up ahead.
It is a fire. Here, quickly, Rene. Oh, quickly. Can't you hobble faster? Kay, we'll get who's ever there to help us find Kay. Come, hurry, Rene, hurry. It's the one we saw, all right.
Keep your voice down. He will hear us.
What manner of man is he?
Time and time again I have told you.
But he and all like him have been dead 50,000 years. You said that yourself. Dead don't come back to life.
We have come into his life, not he into ours.
Kay.
Keep your voice down.
Oh, but Kay.
She is not there. You can see for yourself.
Well, then she's lost. She's wandering around here.
Keep your voice down. I warn you.
Lunatic, savage, whatever he is, perhaps he's seen Kay.
Get down, you fool.
No, I'm going to talk to him.
Stay down, Jeffrey.
Hey, you up there. Look. We want to talk to you.
You fool. What have you done?
There. See, he's coming this way. I'll settle this.
Oh, you. While we were unseen, we had a chance to plan, to do. But now.
Don't talk like that. I was in West Africa for 2 years. I know how to deal with savages.
Look at him. You think there is even a savage?
He stopped. Afraid of us. He's the ugliest beggar I've ever seen. Friends, old man. You see? Friends. Look, money. I bring you money. And pretty things.
Mon Dieu, what a fool. Birds of money for him. Jeffrey, look out.
Let me go, you...
Jeffrey.
Friends, I tell you.
Jeffrey, I can't help you. Do not try to hold back your tears, my friend.
That devil.
I never realized before what pain the human mind could endure.
But why did he do this to me? Why?
Do you ask the wolf why it kills?
Oh, killing would be one thing, but...
Once I saw a gypsy break the wings of a wild bird.
Oh, René. Oh. I never thought that the time would come in my life when I couldn't reason something out. But this is beyond reason. Thrown into a cave like a side of beef to wait. To wait for what? What? Oh, I only...
Wait.
What?
Someone is coming. I heard...
I hear nothing.
Listen. A woman. Kay.
Catherine, is that you?
Kay, answer.
Oh, Jeffrey. Oh, Claude.
Oh, Kay, you...
Kay.
Oh, Catherine, are you all right?
Kay, where were you?
No, you. Are both of you all right?
We're all right.
We don't matter. Are you all right?
So dark in here. Are you all right? Tell me.
Catherine, you...
It is you that matters. What?
No, listen. There's so little time.
Eh?
What?
He's busy building up a fire. There's a chance if we run quickly.
Run quickly?
Yes, come.
We're not at liberty to go, my dear.
Why?
A matter of broken bones.
Oh, no.
That is the way it is.
Tell me what happened. Jeffrey, you. Claude, you. Tell me what happened to us. That old... Who is he? Is he really a Neanderthal?
There is no doubt.
But men like that have been dead for centuries. How did it happen? Why are we here?
When the automobile went over the cliff, we went into another dimension of time.
What?
I don't understand.
And I, too, understand little. But can it be that events in time are static things, that everything which occurs remains in existence as life moves on further along the corridor of time?
Then you mean when the automobile went over the cliff, in some way we went back into time instead of forward?
No, that's impossible. Things exist when they exist. Not afterwards. No. Now, there's a factual explanation to all this.
Factual? Is not the pain of our bones fact enough? Is not...
Wait! What is it?
A chant of some sort.
Why is he...
What is he saying? What?
The beginning of worship. A chant to the rising sun.
What is happening to us? Only a few hours ago. So happy, the three of us. On our way to a party.
Parties. Another age.
We've got to do something.
Strange.
What?
Only a few hours ago, I was the doer. And you, Jeffrey, the calm, poised diplomat of the green table.
Stop talking nonsense. Huh? Listen. He's coming in here. For us. We've got to do something. Do you hear me? Do something. I won't die. I can't die. Do you hear me? Do something. I won't die like this. I can't.
Jeffrey.
I'm sorry. I never could endure pain.
We understand, Jeffrey.
Try not to think, dear.
All my life, I've known what to say. And now?
Oh, Jeffrey,
no.
don't.
Let me talk. While I can talk, I'm a man. And I won't be a man when he gets in here.
If I had a gun.
A world of reason. That's what it was to me. And everything could be settled with reason. In a world of reason.
If I had a gun.
Everything could be straightened out at the conference table. Yes. That's what I thought. All my life it would be that way. All my life. But you see, that was because I'd never met force in all my life.
If I had a gun.
But you can't reason with unreason, can you? When you're facing brute force, words and ethics and logic and good faith don't mean anything, do they?
If I had
a
gun.
You've got to face force with force. And a gun is force. And I've got a gun.
Jeffrey!
He thought of his head.
Yes, I tell you, I've got a gun. Diplomatic service. They made me carry it. Oh, I hated it. I thought I'd never use it, but now we've got to, don't we? We've got to.
Oh, he's coming in here.
God, your right arm's all right. Reach in my pocket there. The gun, use it, use it.
But I
use it if we're to live, use it.
Jeffrey, it's reaching.
Come on.
No, my hand, I can't.
All right, then. I'll shoot it.
So, it's morning.
Now,
we go on living. Something may happen to return us to where we belong.
I don't think so.
Nor I. Perhaps we will be able to leave some record behind us so that the world of the future will know and understand this strange thing that has happened, this meeting of the present and the past.
Jeffrey, don't just stare. It's over. Talk to us.
I was thinking. I just killed a man. Yet, it's 50,000 years before I was born.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just heard a fantasy, just a story about a long time ago world where brute and unreasoning force were the order of the day and men were afraid until they found deep courage within themselves. Yes, what you heard was just a fantasy. But think about it in terms of what happened in the recent past of our world and what might happen in the very near future. Think about it. But let's talk more about that after a word from your announcer.
The world has known many kinds of love, but a deep, unselfish love is both noble and beautiful. This is Claire Bloom speaking for the March of Dimes. All of us know life must sometimes hold suffering and pain, but the one who loves endures. In this country, 250,000 babies are born each year with birth defects. That means 700 children a day, and how much love and understanding they all need. There are far too many forms of crippling. That's why the March of Dimes works to prevent birth defects. This work is supported by the compassionate concern of people like you. You see, the March of Dimes fights birth defects through scientific research, public education, and medical service programs. And contributions, an expression of your much-needed interest and support, are so very important. Remember, birth defects are forever unless you help. Please give to the March of Dimes.
This is Mr. O again. We were talking about the future, all right? Let's talk about our future play. Of all the stories out of my writing past, the one that many people ask me about is the very strange story titled The Revolt of the Worms. Yes, worms. Those little night crawlers on your lawn, those strange, slimy creatures of the dark who plowed under the land long before mankind ever invented the plow. So, next week I bring you The Revolt of the Worms, and I challenge you to listen. It is later than you think. Lights out for the devil and Mr. O. It is later than you think. Turn out your lights now. We bring you stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the mysteries of the unknown. We tell you this frankly so that if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now. This is Mr. O. Arch Obler. Tell me, what is your attitude about worms? Yes, worms, those strange, slimy little creatures who come out in the dark and till your garden and sometimes die an unfortunate death on a fishhook. You really don't have any opinion about them? Well, perhaps you will after you hear my play, Revolt of the Worms. The action begins after a short message.
Inner Sanctum Mystery.
Hello, this is your host, welcoming you through the squeaking door. Not for a half hour of terror, but to tell you about Radio Nostalgia Magazine. Radio Nostalgia Magazine is a must for old-time radio fans. It's the magazine with many photos and stories of old-time radio and its stars. Our current issue features a 16-page article on The Shadow. All subscribers will get a free Captain Midnight decoder badge, a Captain Midnight Flight Patrol membership, and a Flight Commander certificate from the Secret Squadron. To get your copy, send $1.50 in check or money order to Radio Nostalgia, Box 8007R, Union City, New Jersey, 07087. That's Radio Nostalgia, Box 8007R, Union City, New Jersey, zip 07087. Send now and get a free 8x10 photo of the Lone Ranger and Tonto, boys and girls.
And now, if you haven't already done so, turn off your lights now and listen to Revolt of the Worms.
All I can do is sit and think and wait. Wait for the floors to lift and the walls to crash. Facts. Think of facts. Yes, a journal of facts. Think how it began, why it's happening. Journal of facts until the walls crash in and the thick flesh. Charles Prentice. There's a fact. Chemist and fool. Fool.
Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away.
Run away from reality.
War. War. War.
Run away.
You mean we're going to live in this godforsaken place, Charles?
Yes, Claire, I remember. You did say that. And I said...
Of course we're going to live here. It's ideal for my work.
But we're so far away from everything, Charles.
So far away from what? Your friends, my friends?
All right, Charles. Whatever you say, Charles.
You never disagreed with me, did you, Claire?
Why, it's so quiet up here, it's almost as if we are out of this world.
Yes, I remember. Young Jackson. You did say that.
I like working with you, sir. Why, up here, it's almost as if we were out of this world.
Out of the world. I wanted to be out of the world.
Hide. Until it's over.
Yes, why not? Why not?
What are you going all the way up there for, Prentice?
To do my work, of course.
But who cares about propagating new varieties of roses at a time like this?
The times have nothing to do with it. I'll do what I please. I'll do what I please.
But, Prentice, to leave suddenly like this, it doesn't make sense. Roses are fine in normal times, but a chemist of your ability, in times like these, certainly there's more productive work that you could do.
I'm not interested in your opinions. I'll do what I please. You hear me? Do what I please.
Do what I please.
Yes, sir. Everything's ready, sir. Greenhouse. All ready for you, sir.
1 week ago, Wednesday.
Does the wind always blow up here, Charles?
Eh?
I said the wind. Does it always blow like that?
Why?
Frightening.
Mighty less frightening than the things that are happening back in the city?
I suppose so.
I know so. Where's that boy? Jackson.
Yes, sir.
The phosphates, are they ready yet?
Not quite, sir.
Well, get them ready. Every one of the plants. We work late tonight. Very late.
Work late and hard. That was the answer to everything.
Chemist of your ability. In times like these, there certainly must be more important work than propagating roses that you could do. A chemist of your ability. In times like these, there certainly must be more important work.
No, wouldn't think of that, I told myself. Wouldn't think of that. Roses. Yes, develop the greatest rose in the world. That would be my answer to them. While they bombed and burned, I'd develop the largest rose the world had ever known. And when the world settled down again, I'd come back and bring the rose to them, and they wouldn't care if I had run away. My plan, why did it go wrong? Claire, why did it go wrong? Claire. Oh. Dead. You're dead. They killed you. Dead as I'll be dead. If I could only think, why did it go wrong?
Well, I put the solution that's left over, Mr. Prentice.
Yes, I do remember. That was it.
Oh, gosh, Mr. Prentice, I'm trying to understand, but I'm so tired.
You must keep working. The only salvation is to work.
Oh, what's salvation got to do with roses?
Don't be impertinent. Do your work.
Yes, sir.
2 cc for each plant, and careful. Don't let any of it touch the stem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You weren't very happy, were you, Jackson? Those were things you couldn't understand.
It isn't that I don't want to work, Mr. Prentice. It's just that I'm all mixed up. These roses. Why do I have to pour this stuff on them every hour, on the hour? It doesn't make sense. Hormones? Sure, I know what they are. Secretions from the glands in the human body. Sure, I know what they're for. Make us grow and everything. I get it. That's what you try to do with the roses. Make them grow fast and big. But how do you know these hormones will work on plants, Mr. Prentice? And how do you know how much to give them? And how big will the roses grow, Mr. Prentice?
Questions. Everlasting questions. But now I ask them, why did it go wrong?
Thursday.
Thursday? What do I remember?
Where'll I throw the hormone mixture that's left over, Mr. Prentice? Mr. Prentice, I said, where'll I throw the hormone
Go
solution?
away. Can't you see that I'm working?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I remember.
Friday.
What a Friday.
Friday night.
Claire?
Yes?
Is that you?
Yes, Charles.
What are you doing walking out here in the dark?
It's a lovely night.
Romantic at your age.
I just like the night.
You women, come back to the house.
All right.
Crazy, walking around in the dark. What's the matter with you? Can't you walk? If I hadn't caught you...
It's slippery.
What are you talking about?
It's all slippery around here.
Don't talk foolishness.
But it is.
By George, you're right.
What?
Stand still. I'll light a match. I had some... Yes. Now, we'll see what...
Charles.
Stop grabbing.
What?
Worms.
What?
Well, can't you see? Just ordinary earthworms. Night crawlers. We just walked over a few of them. Oh, you women with your fears and your squeamishness. Walked on a few worms and you make more noise and more fuss.
Yes, I remember. Friday night.
The extra hormone solution, where'll I throw it, Mr. Prentice? Mr. Prentice, where'll I throw the extra hormone solution?
Saturday. And then the night.
Jackson! Jackson, where are you? Jackson, I told you to stay in the house. Jackson, where are you? It's time to feed the plants. Jackson, where are you?
He's not here, Charles.
Claire, you startled me walking up like that.
I didn't mean to.
That infernal boy, where is he? Have you seen him?
He's not in the house.
But I told him not to go out. I told him only an hour ago he's got to work all night. The plants must be watered every hour on the hour.
He went out.
Well, why didn't you stop him? Now I have to go chase after him. Jackson! Jackson, are you out there? Come in.
Charles, what?
Oh, what did you think it was? Thunder. It's starting to rain. Shut the door. Shut the door, I say.
But the boy...
If he hasn't the sense to come in out of the rain, it's just too bad. I've got enough to do with worrying about my roses without worrying about him. And don't you go out after him. He'll come back. He'll come back.
Saturday night. And when it was day again...
Charles, wake up. Please wake up.
Oh, where?
You're on the couch. You fell asleep on the couch. Charles, get up right away.
What's the matter with you? Why should I get up? What difference does it make?
Listen to me, please. The boy, he isn't back yet.
What?
Jackson, he isn't back yet. Charles, where can he be? The storm, you slept, I waited.
Wait a minute. Have you looked in his room?
I just came from there. Charles, where could he have gone to? All through the storm.
Stop talking so much and let me get up. Let's go see. Oh. Must you follow me? Why didn't you wake me up? Why did you let me sleep?
I must have fallen asleep, too. I opened my eyes. It was day. Oh, Charles.
Oh, stop Charlesing me. Crazy young fool, so he spent the night outside. So what's the difference? Teach him a lesson. Well, no wonder he isn't back yet. Fog like this, it's as bad as night.
Charles,
All right. What am I supposed to do? Go wandering through fog like a bloodhound, like a fool? Don't worry, he'll be back. He'll be back.
But you never did come back, did you, Jackson? When the sun came out and that everlasting wind came up and lifted the fog.
Charles, come here.
Where are you?
Back of the house, Charles. Come quickly.
Oh, what is it? What do you want now? The boy isn't around. I've looked everywhere.
Charles,
Now,
what's happened back here?
What?
Look at the ground.
Well, Who plowed this ground up?
Plowed?
Yes, certainly plowed. Can't you see? Some crazy, drunken fool plowed up the ground.
But during the night? Charles, how could that be?
You believe what you see, don't you? It's that boy.
What?
Yes, that Jackson went crazy, found a plow, tore up the ground, and ran away. Went out of his mind, that's it. The boy's gone crazy, tearing up the ground. Gone crazy. Gone crazy.
Friends, we leave our The Devil and Mr. O story of Revolt of the Worms to take a deep breath and a word from your station.
Reservations are now being accepted for cruises to the sun. Remarkable cruises on a ship longer than 4 city blocks with a crew of over 900. She's Queen Elizabeth II, the greatest ship in the world. Cruise with her this winter to the sun of islands like Curaçao and St. Thomas and Martinique. Room for room, she has the largest staterooms afloat, even duplexes, 3 of the greatest restaurants in the world. There's more to see and do aboard Queen Elizabeth II than on many of the islands she visits. There are precious few ways in the world to get as much for your money. Cruise with her from New York to the Caribbean Sea. Cruising aboard Queen Elizabeth II. We wrote the book on it, and it's yours free. For your free copy and reservations, call your travel agent or Cunard at area code 212-297-6100.
Queen Elizabeth II is a British registry.
And now back to our The Devil and Mr. O story of Revolt of the Worms.
And then, that night, that same night after I thought Jackson had gone crazy, run away, I went back to my work Sunday night.
Charles, can I speak to you? Charles, please stop your work and talk to me.
Haven't you lived with me enough years to know I don't like to be interrupted when I'm working?
But I'm frightened.
Are you? Really?
Charles, stop it.
Are you out of your mind?
Yes, maybe I am.
What did you say?
Maybe I am crazy. All right, maybe I am. That's the only way I could have lived with you all these years.
What?
Endured your selfishness, your unbelievable selfishness.
Well.
Everything's for you. For 20 years, everything for you.
Now, that's
your
enough.
work, your pleasures, what you think, what you want, everything for you, nothing for anyone else.
Will you
the
shut
gentle
up?
little Mr. Prentice, the scientist, the good husband who never lifts his voice. Mother in heaven, I'd rather be married to a fool with a heart in him than you.
Well, I'm...
You haven't got a heart. You never had a heart. It's you, and no one else, and that boy can be dead out there and you don't care, and I can be dead and you don't care as long as you're safe and doing what you want to do.
Will you go away and let me go on with my work?
Charles, I'm frightened. That boy... Now there are noises.
I'm asking you for the last time to go away and let me do my work.
But listen to me. You've been out here all night. I've been in the back of the house alone, and I've been listening, and I didn't want to come in here, but I had to. Charles, things I said, I meant them. For years I've meant them. All right, that doesn't matter. But I tell you this, there's something outside the house. Find out what it is, Charles.
20 years ago, I thought you were an irrational woman. I thought I'd trained you out of that irrationality. I was wrong. I'll humor you just this once, but never again. Where are these noises?
At the back of the house.
The lantern handed to me?
Yes.
Thank you. You're frightened. You don't have to go with me.
I want to know...
What? That you're a fool? Well, so what am I supposed to hear? There's nothing. Hello out there. Hello. Well, what now?
Listen.
To what?
Listen.
To what?
I thought...
You heard the wind whistling through the cracks in your brain. Come into the house.
Charles, wait.
Wait for...
Here?
Yes. So what? Give me the lantern. If it's that boy...
Well, it could be him, couldn't it?
That crazy young fool playing practical jokes. If I get around the corner of the house and... What's going on here?
Charles, something moving under the ground.
Yes. So dark. Can't quite make out.
Charles, what is it?
I don't know. Animal of some sort?
Take me back to the house.
Oh, go yourself. Moon will come out of the clouds. See what this is.
Give me the lantern, Charles.
No, I want to see. The house is back there. Turn around and go back to it. Go ahead.
All right. All right.
Yes. It is something burrowing. Infernal moon come out, I'd see. There. Coming out. Now I'll see what... Holes. Holes in the ground all over. What are they? Who? Bomb craters? But that isn't possible. No. Animal burrows. But what animal could make a hole 4 feet across? What animal?
Claire! Where are you? Claire! So dark, I can't see you. Claire! Where are you? Claire! Claire! Where are you? Claire!
Yes, Claire.
Claire!
I ran through the night looking for you. The echo of my voice is still in my ears. Looking for you, and the moon was under the clouds, and I couldn't see, and I couldn't find you. And then I did. You had fallen into one of those craters, into one of those holes in the ground. I couldn't see you, but I could hear you. But which one of the holes? They were all over, ground pockmarked with them. I ran around in the dark. I could hear you, but couldn't find you. And then the moon, it was out again. Oh, blast the moon. Why did it come out? If it hadn't come out, I wouldn't have seen. And my head... Stop it, Claire, stop it. I can still hear you. I can still see you. Your body down in that hole. As I ran toward you, suddenly I saw that something else was coming toward you. Something that glistened, wet in the moonlight. Something long and slimy. A great twisting snake. Yet not a snake. Not a snake. And the fear in me made me fall to the ground, and I saw as I lay there, I saw. The thing moved toward the hole in the ground as if you weren't there. As if it were blind and couldn't see. Like a great blind worm. It was a worm. A worm 10, 20, no, 30 feet long, crawling in fright to its home in the ground. And it moved toward you, Claire. Covered you. Crushed you. You're dead, Claire. You've been dead for 2 days. Why should I tear out of my memory all the horror of how you died? Of how young Jackson must have died?
Where'll I throw the extra hormone solution, Mr. Prentice? Where'll I throw the extra hormone solution, Mr. Prentice?
Yes. It's very funny, isn't it, Jackson? I ran away and I was going to bring back to the world the greatest rose. But I brought back the greatest worms. The hormones you threw away soaked into the ground, and into them, hundreds of little worms burrowing under the ground, soaking into their flesh, into their life process, miraculously increasing the growth of them, until overnight they grew and grew without limit into those terrible horrors. And they are still growing. I can hear them. For the last 2 days, squirming around the house and over it. Great, monstrous pieces of slimy flesh
worming and writhing. Hundreds of them, thousands of them, burrowing under the ground and at night coming out of the ground. I have seen them, a sea of flesh, a sea of worms. Yes, I hear you out there, you worms. You were under the ground, and now there's no room underground for you, so you've come out of the ground. The world was yours first, so now you're going to take it back again. The world for the worms. You're under the house. You're lifting it. The walls will fall and crush me, and I'll be dead, and I want to be dead. Yes, now I know why this is happening to me. I thought I could run away from the world and what is happening in the world. You hear that, you worms out there? I thought I could run away. Oh, I'm very tired. Just sit here and wait for them. I know how I'll die. The walls falling, crushing. Ooh. Window. Something behind me. A worm. At the window. Head looking in. He's crawling in. And another following. And another. They're filling the room. Worms. All around me. The worms. The worms. Around me. Worms covering me. Cold flesh. Wet flesh. The worms. The worms. Covering me.
This is Mr. O. Arch Obler. I know what you're thinking. Worms that size, a pure put-on science fiction. Well, personally, I don't believe there's any such category of story as science fiction anymore. Our scientific progress has been so accelerated that what was fiction in the morning can actually happen tonight. 30 years ago, long before human extinction became a possibility with the explosion of the first atom bomb, I wrote a play about the last two survivors in the world. At the time, it was sheer fiction. Something could happen to this Earth of ours that would leave only two survivors, a writer's brainstorm. Yet who among us does not know cold reality, the red buttons east and west that could trigger off a global nightmare? I wrote another play a handful of decades ago that was equally an impossibility. It concerned the very laughable idea that a spaceship was returning from the moon after the first successful landing on that ball of cheese. Yet there are few among us today who haven't witnessed that first giant step on the lunar cinders and the very fantastic return voyage in triumph. Fantasy, fiction, fact, it's all interlaced into tomorrow. And speaking of the future, let me tell you about our next story. Its title is Where Are You? And we'll talk about that after your station has a word.
Dr. Campbell Moses, medical director of the American Heart Association, talks about a serious health problem in America today.
Thousands of Americans die unnecessarily each year from heart attack because they don't know the symptoms and delay getting medical care. What are the symptoms? They vary, but they often start with a squeezing pain in the center of the chest behind the breastbone, the pain radiating to the shoulder, arm, neck, or jaw. It's often accompanied by sweating and occasionally by nausea, vomiting, and shortness of breath. If this happens to you, don't delay. Call your doctor and carefully describe your symptoms. If you can't reach your doctor, get to a hospital emergency room as quickly as possible. Remember that frequently the symptoms of heart attack subside completely and then recur. In heart attack, minutes count, so act promptly.
Helping you to feel better and live better longer is just one of the services of your Heart Association, just one of the reasons you should give to your Heart Fund.
This is Mr. O again. First, to those who have inquired, yes, I've written a book. Its title is House on Fire. Its publisher, Bartholomew House. Now about our next play. It's all about a boy and a girl on a honeymoon. But even in our permissive times, I promise you the strangest honeymoon since that custom began. So next time, the play, Where Are You?
Out for the devil and Mr. O. It is later than you think. Turn out your lights now. We bring you stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the mysteries of the unknown. We tell you this frankly so that if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now. This is Mr. O. Arch Obler. Once upon a long time ago in New York City on top of the Empire State Building, I met a pair of very young and very much in love honeymooners. I remember those two when I wrote this play you are about to hear. It's not a horror story, and yet there is terror in it, and wonder. I give you now a story about one of the strangest days since our planet began to circle the sun.
Inner Sanctum Mystery.
Hello, this is your host, welcoming you through the squeaking door. Not for a half hour of terror, but to tell you about Radio Nostalgia Magazine. Radio Nostalgia Magazine is a must for old-time radio fans. It's the magazine with many photos and stories of old-time radio and its stars. Our current issue features a 16-page article on The Shadow. All subscribers will get a free Captain Midnight decoder badge, a Captain Midnight Flight Patrol membership, and a Flight Commander certificate from the Secret Squadron. To get your copy, send $1.50 in check or money order to Radio Nostalgia, Box 8007R, Union City, New Jersey, 07087. That's Radio Nostalgia, Box 8007R, Union City, New Jersey, zip 07087. Send now and get a free 8x10 photo of the Lone Ranger and Tonto, boys and girls.
And now, if you haven't already done so, turn off your lights now and listen to Where Are You?
about it. War in Europe, war in Europe. Paper, read all about it. War in Europe.
Express to the observation roof, going up.
In here, Eve.
Yes.
Face front, please.
Eve? Forget all about what's happening outside, newspapers and things. Don't let it spoil this.
Nothing can spoil being with you, Michael.
Sweet.
Gee, you can't hardly feel the elevator moving. It is moving, Michael.
Oh, sure. Look at the lights. 25th floor already.
It doesn't seem possible. Oh, my ears.
Yeah, mine too.
Because we're going so fast?
No, it's something about air pressure. You know, like getting on top of a mountain. Gee, look at those lights. We're at the 50th floor. At least they say so.
Oh, it's so scary and wonderful.
Just think, 102 floors up in the air.
Not on this elevator, mister.
Huh?
You'll have to change at the 80th, then at the 86th again.
Oh, thanks. Look, you 70th floor already.
Of course, this is one of the longest elevator shafts in the world.
Yeah, I should think it is.
I heard there's an extra paper out that the war's going to...
Please.
Huh?
If you don't mind, we don't want to talk about those things.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame you. Well, as far as we go.
Where do we...
Next elevator right over there, sir.
Thanks. Better hold on to my arm, Eve.
Yes. Why does everyone have to talk about the war all the time, Michael?
It's just the way it is, I guess.
Going up.
Come ahead, Eve.
Watch your step, please.
Wonder how much you can see up there.
All New York, the guidebook says.
Far as we go.
You mean this is where we...
86th floor, mister. Take the elevator right over there for the observation roof.
Oh, thanks. Come on, Eve.
Oh, but, Michael, we no sooner got in than we got out.
6 floors higher. At least he says so. I guess this is the place where we get the...
Going up.
Come on, Eve. We'll never get closer to heaven.
Observation roof, next stop. 102nd floor.
I used to think that I was getting up high when I climbed the apple tree.
Observation roof, 102nd floor.
Gosh, Express is right. All right, Eve, this is it.
Will the wind blow? Will it be all... Oh, Michael, it's all glassed in.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael, how wonderful.
Gosh.
Michael, come over here.
Huh?
Look, the ocean out there.
I can see the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And you didn't want to come up here.
It's like the world right under us.
Not scared a bit, are you?
Oh, why should I be? It's just wonderful. Oh, look over here.
Hey, will you quit running around here like a doodle bug?
What's the bridges over the river? Which one is that?
Oh, I don't know, Brooklyn or something.
Oh, so many buildings. I had no idea New York was so spread out. So many buildings. So wonderful.
Yeah, from up here.
What? What did you say, Michael?
I said it's all wonderful from up here. But get down there and, well, I bet it's like one of those Hollywood, glamour stars when she gets up in the morning.
Oh, Michael, what do you know about things like that?
Well, I know you're super colossal or something when you wake up.
Oh.
You are. Your eyelashes sort of flutter and then you stretch out just like a little pup dog.
Like a pup dog? Michael, is that romantic?
Oh, I don't know the words. I just know that I'm gladder every minute that you married me.
You married me.
Oh, don't argue with your husband.
Husband.
Eve, lips are so soft.
Yours aren't.
Glad no one else is up here.
All right, Michael. $2.20 to make love to me or to see the sight.
I married a beautiful cash register.
Mr. Smith, will you let go of me?
Oh.
You're going to see me for 99 years, and maybe this is the last time we'll ever be able to get away from the farm and see New York this way, and we... Michael.
Huh?
Look over there.
Hey, how do you like that? Clouds.
Where did they come from?
Well, the usual place clouds come from, I suppose.
But so quickly.
Well, we're up plenty high.
Look at them. They're coming right at us.
It's a strong wind, I guess.
Oh, Michael, this is so exciting. Up in the clouds.
Made to order for you and me. Rain.
Oh, there goes the rest of our day.
Sure a good thing they got this place glassed in.
Oh.
Eve, it's only lightning.
Oh, no.
Oh, you've been in thunderstorms before.
Michael.
Eve, what is it?
The clouds. They're fighting.
Huh?
Look at them. Fighting each other.
Well, is that any reason to be afraid? Gosh, thunderclouds always sort of boil around.
Like armies. Fighting.
Eve, what kind of talk is that?
Armies.
armies fighting.
Why do you keep saying that?
I can't help it. I keep thinking...
Well, don't think. Remember, we said our honeymoon, we wouldn't think about anything but us.
But this is us. How can I be happy when all over the world...
All right. I will talk about it. I'll talk about it once and for all, and then you and I won't have to talk about it anymore. Gosh, I don't know anything about those things the newspapers are always talking about. Maybe I'm not so smart as the people who live in this town and all the other big towns when it comes to dodging taxi cabs and throwing wisecracks. But I know this. I don't want to own everything I can get my hands on. And I know that it isn't right for some people to have too much and some people to have too little. And I know that when I go to fight, I will fight. And it'll be for what I know is right, for the kind of world where all the little people have a chance, no matter what they look like or what their name is or what their blood is. Because I know that no matter what any little dictator says, people all over the world are just like you and me. All they want and all I want is happy work and someone they care about to work for and a little time left over in which just to enjoy being alive.
I love you, Michael.
Let's go down.
No, just a minute more. Storm's breaking.
Yeah, I guess it is. First time in my life I ever talk like that.
You're very good, Michael.
I'm not bright, but good.
Michael, look.
Look at what?
You just can't see anything down there.
Yeah, air's full of mist, that's why.
See things, and yet you don't see them.
Let's go, huh?
All right.
Hold on to my arm. If it's still raining when we get down, we'll take a taxi back to the hotel.
All right.
I guess this is the button I pressed to get the elevator up here. Well, that ought to bring them up. Gosh, thunderstorms and everything. It's been some experience, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I sure jumped out of my skin when you screamed. I mean, when you saw those thunderclouds.
I didn't scream, Michael.
Oh, you certainly did, kind of. I sure don't know much about women, I guess. I mean, you were afraid of the clouds, and then you weren't afraid of the thunder and lightning.
Clouds were horrible.
Oh. Hey, what's the matter with that elevator?
Ring again.
Well, that's all I've been doing.
Something must be wrong with it. The button.
Yeah, no answer. That's plain enough.
Oh, don't be so impatient.
Oh, we certainly can't walk down.
They'll come up for us.
Gosh, my thumb's getting sore punching this thing. Something sure is out of order.
Maybe we had better walk down.
102 floors?
No, I mean just to the next landing where we can get the next elevator. See, stairway.
Huh. Okay, I guess there's nothing else to do about it. Come on.
Don't walk so fast, dear.
Oh, what a life.
Oh, it isn't so bad walking downstairs.
You're swell. Here, take my arm. Down we go, Mrs. Smith. You know, elevators are all right, but me, I'll take the good old-fashioned horse.
Crazy.
Hey! Hey, isn't there anyone here? Hey, we want to get downstairs. Hey!
It's no use, dear.
Well, there's got to be somebody on this floor.
Well, don't get so excited, Michael.
Oh, gosh, there's 80 floors between us and the street. We can't walk all that way.
We'll have to.
Telephone.
Huh?
Yeah, telephone. That's it. I'll call the operator and tell her what's happened. Come on.
Michael, wait for me. Michael, you can't go in there.
Come on.
It's a private office.
Oh, sure, but they won't mind if I... Say, can you beat that?
No one here.
Gone off with the elevator man, I'll bet you. Well, at least they left the telephone. Hope I can dial this thing right. Here it says operator.
Michael, they won't like it at all if they come back in here and find we walked right in without ever...
Gosh.
What's the matter?
The telephone. Here, listen.
Sounds sort of dead.
Yeah, I'll say. Here, give it to me. I gotta get somebody. Hey, listen, operator. How about answering? Operator.
It's no use, Michael.
Yeah. Oh, is this a mess?
Have to walk down, I guess.
Where is everyone in this building? Gosh, you'd...
Michael, maybe there's been a fire.
Fire? Yeah, maybe...
Michael, quick, let's get to the stairway and get out of here. Quick, Michael. How far have we gone?
Oh, 5 or 6 floors, I guess. Hold tight to my arm. We have to walk.
The whole building can't be empty, Michael.
I tried every office on that floor, I tell you. There was no one. No one. Oh, gosh, this is the screwiest thing
It can't be a fire, Michael.
No. There's no smoke or anything.
But where is everyone? Michael, where?
I don't know. Honest, I don't know.
But, Michael...
Honey, I'm as tired trying to figure it out as I am walking down the whole blasted 102 floors. Floor after floor, offices all fixed up as if people were working in them, and no one there. I give up, I tell you.
Michael, the war.
Huh?
I mean the war news. Everybody ran out into the street.
No, Eve, does that make sense? A whole skyscraper emptied out just to grab newspapers?
Michael?
About a war that's all the way over the ocean? Oh, that makes about as little sense as everything else. Well, this is it.
Are we?
So help me, the main floor. All out. Oh, gosh, my legs.
No, Michael, don't sit down. Hurry.
Hurry away.
Out of here in the street. Don't you want to know what's happened?
Well, yeah, sure. Oh, that door says to the street. Let's go.
Here, wait for me, Michael.
Sure glad to get out of this place. Come on, out we go.
Yes. Michael.
Gosh.
Oh, Michael.
It's all right, dear. It's all right.
Michael, what's happened?
Not a person in the streets.
There were so many.
Yeah.
Michael, listen.
I don't hear anything.
Listen.
The wind.
Yes, that's it. That's it, only the wind. Michael, don't you remember? Ever since we got to New York, all day yesterday, all night, all morning, the noise, Michael. Don't you remember the noise?
Yes.
And now nothing but the wind. What's happened? Why is it so quiet now? Where are the people? Michael, tell me.
We leave our The Devil in Mr. O's story, Where Are You?, to return after a message from your station.
See? See the leaf? Right here in my hand.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that a new leaf?
Yes, it is a new leaf.
Here, I'm going to turn over a new leaf. Get it? Leaf? New?
What does that mean, to turn over a new leaf?
Well, in serious,
Mm-hmm.
means that you're going to have a little change.
From what to what?
From bad to good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, suppose somebody was crying.
They could switch from tears to a smile.
Suppose they were lonely.
They could go from loneliness to having somebody to play with.
Well, suppose somebody wasn't loved. Could they turn over a new leaf?
They could go from not loving somebody to loving somebody.
How do they do that?
All they have to do is try to love somebody.
Just try?
Yeah. It's easy to love people when you try.
Love makes all things new again. Hey, what was that?
Another sound of love from the Franciscans.
And now back to our The Devil in Mr. O's story of Where Are You? The boy and the girl walk along the deserted city streets. There are only the two of them. The millions who have filled the megapolis are strangely gone.
Do you want to rest?
No. Just keep walking.
All right.
If we'd only meet one. Michael, if we'd only meet one person.
Eve,
someone.
stop it. Of course we'll meet someone. We've got to. There's millions of people in this town. Millions, I tell you.
Not a living thing. Horse, dog.
There's an explanation, I tell you. There's an explanation for everything. Everyone's gone somewhere, that's all. Gone somewhere.
Where have they gone, Michael?
Careful, automobile.
Standing still. Like all the rest.
Crazy people leave their cars standing right in the middle of the street. But they'll come back. They got to. Millions of people, I tell you. People, where are you? People. Hey, somebody, come out, blast you. Come out, people.
No.
People, can't you
no,
hear me?
Please,
I'm
Michael,
talking
stop.
to you.
You're frightened.
People, where are you?
Empty street.
People,
Stop
can't
yelling
you
at
come
them,
out?
Michael.
People, where
Michael,
are you?
Stop.
People.
Stop.
Oh, Eve.
Hold me.
What's happened to us? What? No. No, I gotta stop asking questions. I gotta keep going. I gotta find someone. They'll tell us. Eve. What? Tremble. What is it, Eve?
Michael, I just thought...
Thought what?
All these empty streets. Michael, listen to me. What if there is no one else?
Huh?
What if you and I are the only ones left? Michael?
Yes?
I can't walk another step.
All right, we'll rest.
Where?
Anywhere. Doesn't matter much, does it? All New York's ours. You ought to know that by now.
No, don't.
Look, you know where we are?
No.
Broadway. Times Square. Well, I give you Times Square. It's all yours. Wedding present.
Michael, I'm so
Yeah,
tired.
yours. Shops and big signs and all the taxi cabs and buses and cars standing around.
Please.
Yours, Eve. Yours to have or to lose or burn up.
Michael, please.
I'm sorry, honey. Guess I'm a little goofy. Let's keep going, huh?
All right. Tired?
Yeah.
It's going to get dark soon.
Yeah.
Will there be light?
Nope.
How do you know?
I tried the light switches all along the way.
I won't be afraid in the dark.
Well, I guess that's one advantage we've got coming from the country.
There'll be people there, won't there?
I don't think so.
Why do you say that?
Well, when we went to that store before, there were radio sets, battery ones. I tried them when you weren't looking. There was nothing on the air.
What does that mean?
It means what you said before. Maybe it's true.
We're the only...
Yeah.
Somehow I'm not as frightened as I was.
Me neither. My head, I'm just all mixed up, that's all. They left the doors open and the automobiles right in the middle of the street, and everything's just as if they stopped right in the middle of what they were doing. But why? Why? That word's got me dizzy, chasing around in my head.
Michael.
Millions of people. Where have they disappeared to? If we only had some idea, any idea.
Michael.
What's the matter? Why are you...
That newspaper. Right at your feet.
Huh?
Pick it up. The headline.
War fury rages. Armies march in Europe. Well?
The headline.
Well, what of it? The same one as this morning.
Couldn't that be the answer?
Answer to what? What are you talking about?
Why they disappeared?
Eve, get hold of yourself. What's a war thousands of miles away got to do with this?
Maybe it's the same over there.
People gone?
Yes.
Let's keep going. No, the curb. Let's sit here.
All right.
Now, you got to tell me what you started to say.
Don't laugh at me when I say it, Michael.
Just tell me.
Maybe God got tired of it.
What?
He's been so patient, waiting all these years for people to learn how to live on the earth. So today, well, he just got tired and took everybody away.
Eve.
Michael, don't look at me like that. Is what I said any more crazy than what's happened? Look, this street should be like daylight with electric signs. There should be so many people around us, and automobiles coming and going, and streetcars, and a whole city living. But there's nothing. Michael, who else but God could have taken them away? Why can't it be true? He got so tired of the horrible mess they were making of things that he took them away. Yes, that's it. He took...
No, stop it. No, it's crazy talk. I won't listen.
Crazy because we don't understand.
It's impossible, I tell you.
Well, why is it impossible? Michael, I don't know very much, but I know this. I've been thinking about it all the time we've been walking. Call the way people got here on Earth any name you want. But no matter how you say it, when you really think about it, it's all a miracle. Things joining in the empty air and growing, burning and cooling. The animals growing out of things that couldn't move. And the animals changing for millions of years until there were men. I tell you, it's all crazy and impossible, and yet someone made it happen. So why not this? Yes, if he made men, why couldn't he get tired of the way they were doing things and destroy them?
I can't believe it's you talking.
Michael, I think I'm saying the truth. Someone made mankind, and that someone just destroyed them.
Then what are we doing here? We're flesh and blood like the rest.
Maybe he just forgot us. Or maybe...
What?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Tell me.
Maybe you and I...
Well?
Maybe he wanted just a couple of people to start over with.
You say crazy things, and then you say crazier ones.
Well, what if it's true, Michael? Think, what if it's true? The things you said up on the roof during the storm, those good things. Maybe he heard them and liked them.
Getting so dark.
Maybe he heard them and liked them.
I'm awfully tired. Let's find a place to sleep.
All right.
I'll help you up.
Where'll we go?
Any place. We can go any place now.
Yes. Let's hurry. It'll be terrible on the streets when it's very dark.
Yes.
No, wait, Michael.
Huh?
Why should we hurry and be afraid? Who can harm us now?
You're right. All the harm is out of the city now.
Michael, you don't quite believe all the things I said before. But tomorrow when the sun is shining again and we really know that this happened and isn't kind of a dream, you'll believe then, won't you, Michael?
Maybe.
You're thinking something. Tell me what.
Well, if what you think did happen, maybe he left a few more people like us at different places on the earth. I mean, plain, ordinary people to join together and make a new world. We'll have to help run things.
Michael, yes.
But Eve, we don't know anything about running a world, you and I. We're just you and me. How can we do better than they did? The millions of them.
Maybe by remembering something they sort of forgot.
What?
It's just to do unto others as they should do unto you.
This is Arch Obler. Our play has ended, and may it always continue to be just that, a play. The actors, by the way, were the very gifted Mercedes McCambridge and Byron Kane. Next time we meet, a favorite story of mine, and perhaps some of you will remember it from the past. I'll tell you more about it after a message from your station.
The world has known many kinds of love, but a deep, unselfish love is both noble and beautiful. This is Claire Bloom speaking for the March of Dimes. All of us know life must sometimes hold suffering and pain, but the one who loves endures. In this country, 250,000 babies are born each year with birth defects. That means 700 children a day, and how much love and understanding they all need. There are far too many forms of crippling. That's why the March of Dimes works to prevent birth defects. This work is supported by the compassionate concern of people like you. You see, the March of Dimes fights birth defects through scientific research, public education, and medical service programs. And contributions, an expression of your much-needed interest and support, are so very important. Remember, birth defects are forever unless you help. Please give to the March of Dimes.
This is Mr. O again. Ugliness? They tell us that's all a state of mind. What is beautiful in Hollywood terms, for example, is grotesque in the eyes of a New Guinea tribesman. What is lovely in the eyes of an Australian bushman would cause snickers on an Atlantic City boardwalk. Ugliness, beauty. I invite you to listen next time to The Freak. Lights out for the devil and Mr. O. It is later than you think. Turn out your lights now. We bring you stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the mysteries of the unknown. We tell you this frankly so that if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now. This is Mr. O. Arch Obler. What's ugly? What's beautiful? A red, wrinkled newborn child to its mother is the most beautiful object in the world. Take a mushroom cloud raining down invisible death. To the victim, it's ugliness beyond statement. Yet to the scientist, that bright flash of atomic fission might represent ultimate beauty. What is ugly? What is beauty? Think about it as you listen to Mr. Freak after a message from your station.
Inner Sanctum Mystery.
Hello, this is your host, welcoming you through the squeaking door. Not for a half hour of terror, but to tell you about Radio Nostalgia Magazine. Radio Nostalgia Magazine is a must for old-time radio fans. It's the magazine with many photos and stories of old-time radio and its stars. Our current issue features a 16-page article on The Shadow. All subscribers will get a free Captain Midnight decoder badge, a Captain Midnight Flight Patrol membership, and a Flight Commander certificate from the Secret Squadron. To get your copy, send $1.50 in check or money order to Radio Nostalgia, Box 8007R, Union City, New Jersey, 07087. That's Radio Nostalgia, Box 8007R, Union City, New Jersey, zip 07087. Send now and get a free 8x10 photo of the Lone Ranger and Tonto, boys and girls.
And now, if you haven't already done so, turn off your lights now and listen to Mr. Freak.
Gun in my hand. Gun in my hand. In all my life, I've never had a gun in my hand. Smooth gun, hard gun, cold in my hand. Bullet won't be cold.
Warm bullet, hot bullet, burning hot, hot as the blood. No, can't think of that. Turn the muzzle up and press the trigger. Trigger cold against my finger. Cold as death, but life is colder. Rhythm to that. Poet dies with final rhythm. Poet dies who never wrote a poem. Headline for the tabloids. Poet dies with final rhythm.
Ugliest man in the world is suicide.
Poet dies with final rhythm.
Ugliest man in the world is suicide.
Poet dies in final rhythm.
Ugliest man in the world is suicide.
Poet dies in final rhythm.
Ugliest man in the world is suicide.
Poet dies in final rhythm. No, stop. Stop. Ugliest man in the world. All right. I'll think the thing for the last time. Tear the words around in my head over and over the way they've torn for 30 years. Ugliest man in the world. Ugliest man in the world. Ugliest man in the world. Press the trigger and stop it. Press the trigger. No. No, I can't. I've got to wait. Think it all out clearly for the first time in my life. How it started. Why it's ending this way. Think it all out clearly from the very start. Then press the trigger.
School today, Paul.
There's a start. First day of school. How old was I? 9 or 10. She kept me home, away from others. I didn't know why until that day she said,
School today, Paul.
I said,
All right, Mother.
Row on row of children looking up at me, staring up at me, gaping up at me. And then one of them started laughing. Another laughing. Another and another. Laughing. I stood there, a little boy, looking down at their twisting mouths, my ears filled with the sound of them making fun of me. I knew, but why? Why?
Ugliest boy in the world.
Ugliest boy in the world. That's why you kept me away from children, Mother. Kept me away until you didn't dare to any longer. Oh, Mother. Mother, before you let others see me, why didn't you close your hands around my neck, put a knife in my heart, drown me, bury me, put me away where eyes couldn't see me, laughter couldn't reach me? But you didn't. So this was my boyhood. Tears without end. A boyhood of tears. A boyhood of tears. Took me out of school, kept me away from all the others. What good was it? I knew.
There wasn't a mirror in the house.
Not a mirror. I didn't dare. You didn't dare. Not a mirror. Until that day you died. Alone. So quiet in the house. I sat down. So quiet. And then suddenly, as if the clock were talking to me. Yes, I remember. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Look at... Yes. Look at myself. A mirror. I had to find a mirror. Surely Mother kept one mirror somewhere. Drawer after drawer. A mirror. Surely there was a mirror. A mirror. Yes, there was one, wrapped and hidden where she thought I'd never find it. Tore the paper off. I kept my eyes shut until the glass was clear, and then I looked. Oh! My face. Can I bear the memory of my face? Can I think of it even now? Gun in my hand. Yes, I will. What did I see? What is my face? A brow? No brow. A thing that sloped away sharply, quickly, like a peaked roof half fallen in. Nose, a thick wad of ugly flesh protruding out between two close-set eyes. My eyes. Oh, my eyes, Mother of God, my eyes. Two tiny red-rimmed, green-flecked globes that stood far out beyond the lids and twinkled like a fat, round pig's. My eyes, that was why they laughed at me, my eyes.
Ugliest man in the world.
Yes, I was that. No longer boy. Ugliest man in the world. Not even tears could help me now. The world outside. At last I had to go out into it. Make a living. Get a job.
Get out! Circus sideshow! Circus sideshow! Circus sideshow! 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 Sideshow!
Step up, ladies and gentlemen. Step up. The one and only, ladies and gentlemen. Step right up.
Wasn't bad,
The ugliest man. That's
No.
what I said. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I said. The ugliest man in the world, and only a dime. A very small part of $1. That's it. Step closer, closer, closer.
I didn't mind. After a while. Faces looking up at me again, staring, whispering, getting their dimes worth. Spieler talking, faces staring, whispers, snickers. I didn't mind. Why should I? I could get away from them. Yes, stand there in the noise and laughter and leave them far behind. Leave the smell of them and the noise of them and the twisting faces of them. Shut my eyes and leave them quickly, quickly. I'd be in a field, sun-drenched, face to the sky, the warm sun touching me, soft dress cushioning me, my arms outstretched. All around me such peace and loveliness. I'd lie there so happy, and then a breeze touching my face, and a small white cloud in the sky, and then another, and all at once the clouds were like a woman's face, looking down at me. A woman. There was a woman.
Hello, big fella.
Oh, hello.
Hell of a day, huh?
Yes?
Sure give you a big play. I mean the yokels, don't they?
Yes?
Me, I'm with Sammy Morton. You know, the grind show. Not one of the strippers, you understand. I do a high-class number. You know, semi-classical. Sure been a long, hot day.
It has.
Nice walking out in the dark. I mean, the air's kind of different than on the Midway. Yeah, nice in the dark. Awful nice.
Do you like the moon?
Moon? Oh, sure. You been working in tent shows long, big fella?
So complete, the moon.
Boy, you sure pack 'em in. I'd tell you sell more pictures than anybody in the show. Dimes sure add up, don't they?
Your face. Did you ever look down from the clouds?
You mean have I ever been high? Boy, I'm high now. I like the dark, big fella.
There was a woman. Talking. They were talking.
Yeah, sure, Sam. What do you take me for, a chump? Well, what do you think? His face makes me sick just to look at him, but he's got a pocket full of dough. So last week I got a telegram from Mama. Poor Mama and the mortgage. And yesterday, while he was looking at me up in the clouds, I got another handful of bucks, and maybe in a couple of weeks I could... You. All right, so you heard. So what? What are you staring at? I don't like your face. You heard me? I don't like your face.
I gave you...
You gave me a couple of laughs.
Love.
Love? Do you hear that? Love. Do you think any woman can love a mug like yours? It ain't a face, it's a mug, a puss, a pan. Go on, beat it. Get out of here. No more walks with me, big fella. I've had a belly full of laughs, and I'm through. Hey, what do you... No, stay away from me. Don't...
Go on, beat it. Get out. Yeah, I'll get out as far as I could get out. Any place. Anywhere. Any place, anywhere. Get away.
Now we leave our The Devil in Mr. O's story of Mr. Freak for just a moment.
Mr. President, what does it mean to say love makes all things new again?
Love makes all things new again? Well, you see, somebody's down in the dumps, that means they're very sad, I'd say, I care about you. And then they go, pew!
Why is that?
Well, when a person knows somebody cares about him, they just feel great. They go pew!
Oh, I see.
No, that's the same thing as love.
What's the same thing as love?
Caring about people.
Well, suppose there were two people down in the dumps, Mr. President.
Oh, I just say, I care about you, I care about you, then go pew, pew.
Suppose 200 million Americans were down in the dumps, Mr. President.
I'd say, I care about you, 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 I care about you.
Love makes all things new again.
Hey, what was that?
Another sound of love from the Franciscans.
We return to our The Devil and Mr. O story of Mr. Freak.
Yard got away, good and far away. Fields, grain, a farm. They didn't care what kind of a face, just work hard, work, hour after hour, sweat salt on my lips, work, keep working. And I couldn't think it was good, I couldn't think. But I'm thinking now. Gun in my hand. Stop that thinking, gun in my hand. No. Got to think out my life. Think it out clearly. Think of that day. She waved at me. Was working. Bent over. Sun hot on my back. Grain thick around me, filling the world, covering, hiding me. I straightened up. Something moving through the grain on the road. Climbing the hill. So far away, could hardly tell what it was. Shaded my eyes from the sun. I saw a woman on horseback. No, so small. Must be a girl. I saw her arm wave at me. I dropped in the grain. I hid. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. The next day again, standing in the grain, a tiny figure on horseback waved at me. I dropped in the grain again. No more. Just the sky and the grain and the work was all I wanted. The next day and the next, a girl on horseback riding far off there in the road, waving at me in the grain, waving at me day after day. And one day, I didn't drop in the grain. I stood. I waved back at her. Waving at me because she couldn't see me. See my...
Pusspan mug.
In spite of myself one day, I was hiding in the grain at the edge of the road, waiting for her. Wanted to run, yet I stayed. Wanted to cover my eyes, yet I looked. Looked with eyes as big as all my loneliness. Horse knew I was there. She didn't. She started singing a little song as she passed. A song without meaning, but warm as the sun. And I saw her. Young, lovely. The words tumbled over and over in my head as I watched her go by. Young, lovely, young, lovely, young, love. I began to see her face everywhere. In the grain, in the sky, and at night in the dark.
Ugliest man in the world.
Thinking of the loveliest face in the world. I tried to stop it. I couldn't help it. I couldn't. The loneliness in me was a pain I couldn't endure anymore. Again and again, I hid in the grain and watched her go by me. Just a quick moment. And then she was gone. And I was left in loneliness again. If she couldn't see my face. Yes, if she were blind. I read a book like that somewhere. Woman never saw the man she loved. If she couldn't see me, only know me as I am, my voice, my thoughts, my dreams, ambitions. If she couldn't see dangerous daydreams that brought me to a gun in my hand. But I was lonely. I had nothing. So I had dreams of her, blind, not knowing my face. Mother in heaven, if she were only blind, if she were only blind. Wish, Father, to the deed. That day, working in the grain, looked up. She was riding by. Oh, so early? Why so early? Her little hand waving at me. Then the rush of an auto. I ran, the grain tearing at me, holding me back. In a moment, she was in my arms.
Help me. Please. Help me. I can't see. I can't see.
Can't see. I dreamed it, prayed it, and now...
I can't see.
What have I done? What have I done?
Concussion. Nerve block.
No, I had nothing to do with it. Just a thought. I'd only thought. But now she couldn't see me as I was. Couldn't see me.
You've been very kind to me, Mr. Martin. Paul.
Music. Everlasting music in my ears.
Come here every day, won't you? It's so good having you to talk to. You've made these wonderful days, Paul.
Music, everlasting music, her voice, being with her, knowing her, and she knowing only that of me which had no ugliness.
You've such a good mind, Paul. The best I've ever known. I needed a mind like yours. I'm laughing, Paul, because you've made me happy again. You, Paul. And I bless you for it.
Happy days, endless days, quicksilver days, then the day.
Paul, I've been waiting for you.
I wanted to be here sooner. The grain.
The grain? Is it very tall and bold now, Paul?
Very.
Remember how the grain used to keep us apart? Before I even knew you. I'd wave and the grain was between us. And I never knew you.
Is knowing me important?
Paul.
Do you know me now?
You're the only one I've wanted to be with.
Do you know me now?
Paul, listen to me. I know you now better than I could if my eyes were open. And twice as wise as they ever could have been.
You're lovely.
And so are you.
You've never seen me.
Oh. When people have talked together as much as you and I, every little hope and hurt, dream and plan, don't they know more than if they looked at faces? And what do you look like, Paul? No, let me guess. I've sat here in the dark and seen your face so many times before me.
My face?
Yes, let me tell you. It's a large, virile face. A face that matches up with all the strength of you. Strong, straight mouth. A firm chin. Skin brown, yet soft. Straight nose that's not too small, yet not too large. And then your eyes.
Eyes?
Oh, yes, your eyes. They're large and dark and gentle. Gentle is the way of you, Paul. Well, how close was I to knowing you?
Give me your hand.
No, I don't want to touch your face.
You...
Later, yes. Not now, Paul. I want you to read me something.
Read?
Yes. So strange we were talking about faces when I have this book for you to read to me. Look. Do you know the book, Paul?
Cyrano de...
Yes. Brave Cyrano de Bergerac. You've read the play, of course.
I never have.
Then I envy you. I wish I'd never read it so that I could hear it all over again. Please read it for me. Here, start any place. Read, Paul.
Thou lovest her. Tell her. For I do surmise thou art a hero in her eyes.
That was Lebray, Cyrano's friend. Now go on, read Cyrano's speech.
Nay. Shall I woo the loveliest maid in France? Look at me, friend. With my poor big devil of a nose, I dream, even I, of walking neath that beam, loving, beloved.
You read it with your heart, Paul.
He was ugly.
Oh, the rest of him was beauty, just his nose. Read Cyrano's lines, and I'll try to remember Roxane's. She was the woman he loved, and he never dared tell her of his love because of his ugliness. Read, Paul. The top of the page. Roxane calls, "Sister, oh, sister." Read, Paul.
No. Call no one here. You come back. I should have gone away. I long for harmony to end my day.
I love you. Live.
In fairy tales long since, the princess said that, and the ugly prince lost all his plainness in that sudden sun. But see, I finish as I was begun.
I made your grief. I.
You made my bliss. I lacked all woman's kindness. Even this. My mother found me ugly, and I had no sister. Lest they mock an ugly lad, I shunned all women. You became my friend. One soft gown brushed my path before the end.
Paul. Paul, you cried.
Cry? What is there to cry about?
It's true there's no reason to cry. It's just a play. In life, no man could be such a fool.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. No, Paul, don't. I haven't had a chance to tell you. My eyes. An operation, and I'll see again. That's why I didn't want to see your face with my hands. I'll see you with my eyes, Paul. See you with my eyes. See you with my eyes.
See again, see again. See what? A face to laugh at.
Ugliest man in the world.
A face to jeer at.
What's the hand, the mug?
A face to shout at, but not to love, not to love. Never will I, so long as I am master, let beauty so divine meet such disaster. Ugliness, mar perfection, Cyrano. Read you 1,000 times because she read you. The author gave you a paper nose, but my ugliness is flesh and blood. Flesh and blood to see, to hate. She'll never see me, never, never. Lift the muzzle. Press the trigger. Trigger cold against my finger, cold as death. But life is colder. Thoughts in my mind like a whirling circle.
Ugliest man in the world. Ugliest man.
Press the trigger, press the trigger, press the trigger.
Paul.
Who is it?
Paul. Paul, where's the light?
You see.
It's been weeks. I've been searching. Where's the light, Paul?
Forget me.
So dark. In your hand. Oh, Paul.
I wasted too much time thinking.
Oh, my dear.
Forget me, I tell you. You knew me in the dark. Well, now it's light for you, and I'm not meant for the light. Forget me.
I want to know you. In the light, your ugliness. Yes, Paul. I've known. First when you cried with Cyrano. Then I asked the others, and they told me.
But you don't know. My face, a thing.
A thing apart as my blindness was apart from me. I love you.
You love?
Love you. Yes, I love you.
You don't know.
But I will know. Turn on the light, Paul. I'm not afraid. Turn on the light. I love you. Live. For me.
In fairy tales, long since, the princess said that, and the ugly prince lost all his plainness in that sudden sun.
The play is ended. The players, Raymond Edward Johnson and Ann Shepard. Speaking of stories, I've written a novel titled House on Fire. You can get it, I hope, at your local bookstore. Its publisher is Bartholomew House. But now let's talk about our next The Devil in Mr. O's story after this word.
Hello, this is Greg Morris. You know, some of the cases we solve on Mission Impossible are like rolling off a log compared to the way things really are. Our courts are full of kids caught in the trap of the judicial system. Lack of understanding among ourselves has caused racial and cultural problems. And some say the traditional family structure is crumbling. But the YMCA is doing something about these issues. The Y has recently adopted 5 national goals dealing with the 1970s and the years beyond. These are goals dealing with eliminating personal and institutional racism, changing the conditions that foster alienation, delinquency, and crime, reducing health problems, strengthening family structures, and joining people from other countries in building international understanding. Learn about these projects for a better America and a better world at your local YMCA. Remember, you can't do it all, and neither can the Y. But together, you can help build a bridge to a better tomorrow.
This is Mr. O again. Has there ever been a poltergeist in your life? I sincerely hope not. You see, poltergeist is supposedly a restless ghost who tears and throws, sometimes right at your own head. That's our play next time. Its title simply Gravestone. But that's next time we meet.
Out for the devil and Mr. O. It is later than you think. Turn out your lights now. We bring you stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the mysteries of the unknown. We tell you this frankly so that if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now.
This is Mr. O, Arch Obler. Our play today is titled Gravestone. Need I say more? We bring it to you after a message from your station.
Inner Sanctum Mystery.
Hello, this is your host, welcoming you through the squeaking door. Not for a half hour of terror, but to tell you about Radio Nostalgia Magazine. Radio Nostalgia Magazine is a must for old-time radio fans. It's the magazine with many photos and stories of old-time radio and its stars. Our current issue features a 16-page article on The Shadow. All subscribers will get a free Captain Midnight decoder badge, a Captain Midnight Flight Patrol membership, and a Flight Commander certificate from the Secret Squadron. To get your copy, send $1.50 in check or money order to Radio Nostalgia, Box 8007R, Union City, New Jersey, 07087. That's Radio Nostalgia, Box 8007R, Union City, New Jersey, zip 07087. Send now and get a free 8x10 photo of the Lone Ranger and Tonto, boys and girls.
And now, if you haven't already done so, turn off your lights, fasten your safety belts, and off we go on a holiday titled Gravestone.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, that was swell. Now let's go to town. St. Louis woman with her diamond ring, kicking that man around.
No, stop that, Kay.
What's the matter? Am I scaring the horse?
Oh, it seems like a sacrilege singing a song like that out here. This beautiful, clean snow and blue sky.
Well, what's wrong with a hot song to keep us warm? If you think the St. Louis blues is going to dirty up the snow, you ought to hear Frankie and Johnny the way I sing it.
Oh, stop it, Kay. You're not funny at all. Why can't you enjoy the fresh air without that cabaret sort of thing?
Oh, just an old-fashioned gal, eh, Florence? How about you, Edna? Don't you like my songs either? You haven't said anything for the last 5 minutes.
Well, I haven't been listening to you, to tell the truth. I love to watch the snow sort of flow along under the sleigh.
When you say that, gal, smile. Gosh, did you ever see more snow in your life?
The man at the hotel said it had been snowing on and off up here for 2 weeks.
I think coming out here to the country's the best thing we three have done since we started rooming together. Hiking in the snow's terribly healthy.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. The healthier I get, the worse I feel.
Crazy idiot.
She does say the funniest things, doesn't she? I always say that Kay ought to...
Whoa! Hallelujah, we're here.
Is this as far as we go, driver?
That's right, miss. Can't go no further down this road account of the drift.
Oh, my goodness. The drifts are too deep for a horse. How can we walk through them?
I second the motion.
Well, you young ladies don't have to worry none so long as you keep going down the valley over there. Snow ain't piled up that way all the way to Ma Jenkins.
Oh, well, that's marvelous. Come on, girls. Let's get started.
So long. Take care of yourselves, girls.
Come on, Edna.
Goodbye, Miss Carol. Listen to the snow talking at us.
It's very dry snow. Our feet rub particles of it together, and the friction makes a sound.
It's kind of scary, isn't it?
Why?
Oh, I don't know. It's just as if the snow was sort of trying to talk to us. I mean, as if it was angry at our trespassing.
Hey, don't tell me we're trespassing. I don't want any country squire taking any pot shots at my constitutional amendment with rock salt. No, thank you.
Oh, don't talk nonsense, Kay. We're not trespassing. Why, this path through the valley here over to Mrs. Jenkins' house is the favorite hike of everyone who comes up this way during the winter.
What's Mrs. Jenkins got anyway that makes people walk their feet off?
Wait till you taste her cooking.
Eat. Oh, boy, let's go.
It's awfully quiet out here, isn't it?
Oh, that's the glory of it. I've had the roar of the subway in my ears so long. Okay, don't walk so fast.
Come on, look what I found.
Oh, come on, Edna.
Oh, please. Let me take your arm. I'm getting out of breath.
Well, take it easy. There's no hurry. Well, what is it, Kay?
Look, through the circle of trees here. Look what I discovered.
Well, isn't that interesting? It's a sort of a natural amphitheater.
Sure. Say, who was this guy, Daniel Boone?
What's an amphitheater?
Well, that means an oval circling place with rising tiers of seats. It's, you know, like that place we went to for the horse show.
Oh.
Back in the times of the Greeks, they had outdoor theaters.
Listen to the professor.
They made use of places just like this, where the ground sloped up and made a sort of a natural arena or stage below.
Theater. That's an idea. Sit down, gals, and I'll give you a special performance of the Kay Follies.
It's awful snowy here, isn't it?
I'll trample it down with my spring dance. Welcome, sweet spring.
Isn't she a nut dancing in the snow? If I had that girl's energy.
She's really graceful, isn't she? I'll bet if she went on the stage...
Kay!
Fell.
Kay! Kay, did you hurt yourself?
Oh, did I land on my dignity? Here, give me a hand.
Here, I'll help you. There you are.
Oh, did I take a flop?
Did you hurt yourself badly?
Oh, Liv, what in the world did I trip over? Oh, no wonder. Look at that rock under the snow. No wonder I did a nosedive. Oh,
my goodness. There are rocks like that all over. A person could break their neck if they...
Girls, what's the matter?
What is it?
Kay, the rock you tripped over. It's not a rock.
What are you talking about? Of course it's a rock.
Well, yes, but it's something more than that. It's a tombstone.
Tombstone? Oh, no, it can't be.
Look for yourself. It says, "Here lies buried the remains of one who, restless in life..."
Stop. Don't read any more. Stop.
And all these other stones laying flat on the ground. They're tombstones, too?
Yes.
Whew, what a place to pick to dance.
What's the matter, Edna?
What did you scream for?
Kay, you danced on the grave.
What?
You danced on the grave. I saw you do it. You danced on the grave. Oh, Kay.
Edna, stop it. Stop it.
What's come into her? Edna, stop acting
Edna,
like
stop,
that.
for heaven's sake. Control yourself.
Okay. Kay, I'm so sorry for you. You danced on a grave.
For heaven's sake, stop talking like that. Sure, I danced on a grave.
Well,
yes, of course she did. It was perfectly accidental.
And what if it wasn't? What of it? The poltergeist.
The what? Edna Hanson, what are you talking about? What's that word you just used?
Poltergeist. Okay, what have you done?
You superstitious little fool. If you don't stop talking that way, I'm going to slap your face. What's the matter with you? I didn't do anything.
You walked on the grave. You danced on the grave.
Edna, be sensible. We all walked on graves, but it was purely accidental.
Yeah.
We had no intention of desecrating them.
It doesn't matter, I tell you. It doesn't matter. The poltergeist. He'll come. I know he will.
Oh, what's the use? She's crazy. Edna, what are you talking about? What's a poltergeist? What are you so frightened about?
My father, he told me, if you walk on a grave, if you dance on a grave, the poltergeist.
Poltergeist what? What is a poltergeist?
An evil spirit. It comes out of the grave. It kills. It destroys. It'll kill us. It'll kill us all.
Stop it.
It throws things out there.
Please, lay off that. Will you, Edna?
But it won't get me.
Edna, come back here.
She's gone insane. I'll get her.
Okay, catch her. Edna, don't run away. Nothing will hurt you. Nothing. Oh, Edna, look out. Kay, what happened? That stone. It hit Edna.
Edna, open your eyes.
Blood all over her face. Kay, who threw that stone? Who threw it? I don't know. It came from the graveyard.
Let's take a moment before we go on with our The Devil and Mr. O's story of Gravestone and listen to a message.
Mr. President, what does it mean to say love makes all things new again?
Love makes all things new again? Well, you see, if somebody's down in the dumps, that means they're very sad. I'd say, I care about you. And then they go, pew!
Why is that?
Well, when a person knows somebody cares about him, they just feel great. They go pew!
Oh, I see.
No, that's the same thing as love.
What's the same thing as love?
Caring about people.
Well, suppose there were two people down in the dumps, Mr. President.
Oh, I just say, I care about you, I care about you, and go pew, pew.
Suppose 200 million Americans were down in the dumps, Mr. President.
I'd say, I care about you, 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 I care about you.
Love makes all things new again.
Hey, what was that?
Another sound of love from the Franciscans.
We return you to The Devil and Mr. O's story of Gravestone.
Now, girls, take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh, Doctor, she won't die. Tell me she won't die.
No, of course not.
And you're sure that her skull isn't fractured?
Oh, absolutely not. Maybe a little concussion, that's all.
Well, it's almost 5. Our train. Can we get someone to help us carry her down to the station so we can get her on board?
Bored? I'm telling you, that little friend of yours shouldn't be moved out of bed for a week. If you do, well, it might be just too bad.
Oh, Flo, what'll we do? You go home, Kay. I'll stay with her. Oh, no, you won't. I'm not leaving you here alone in this godforsaken place. If you stay, I stay too. Kay, please be sensible. Why should we all lose our jobs when you
If
can
you'll
go...
excuse me, you ladies, I've got to be on my way.
Oh, yes, of course, Doctor. Is there anything more you can do for Edna, Doctor? Any medicine or something?
Nope, I've done all I can do. She's sleeping comfortable now. Miss?
Yes, Doctor?
The constable's sick, too, you know, and he's sort of depending on me to keep things straight. Now, just how did you say that little friend of yours got hurt?
Well, it was just the way we explained, Doctor. That rock came flying and...
Yes, I know, but who threw the rock?
We don't know.
What?
That's true, Doctor. We don't know.
But somebody threw it. You can't change facts. Somebody threw the rock that cracked her head.
For heaven's sakes, old man, you don't think we did it?
No,
Okay,
miss, I
don't get
didn't.
excited. Doctor, you've got to believe us. It happened just the way we said. All at once, that rock came flying through the air from the direction of the graveyard. It struck Edna, and we just didn't see who threw it.
All right, if that's your story. Well, you better stay in your rooms here. I mean, you better not be leaving until the constable's on his feet and has a chance to talk with you. I'll be back in a few hours and see how the girl is.
He doesn't believe us. What difference does it make? We know what we saw. But what did we see? She was running. She fell. Kay, well, let's not fool ourselves. There was no one there to throw that rock. There must have been. But there wasn't. Stop saying that! Aren't you brave enough to face facts? There wasn't any place for anyone to hide. I saw that stone. It seemed to come down out of the air. So slowly. Florence, if you don't stop talking like that... You remember what Edna said? It throws things. Stop looking at me like that. You're giving me the jitters. She said the poltergeist throws things. Spirit of evil. Florence, Rob, have you gone crazy, too? Why should we laugh at things like that? What right have we got to laugh? How do we know there aren't powers we can't see or understand? Powers of evil that revenge an insult just like an evil man. Kay, how do we know? What are you talking like that for? What are you trying to scare me for? You're supposed to be the most intelligent one of us all. You with your college degrees. Sure, I danced on the grave. But the dead are dead, and they can't revenge a thing. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything. I tell you... What? It's Edna. Come on. Edna, we're coming to you. Don't be afraid. We're coming. Open the door, Florence. It's not locked. Duck, it won't... Here, let me. Edna, what is it? What? Edna, what? On your head.
Hey, what's going on here? I run a decent place, and I don't want you...
The girl on the bed. Her head. It's crushed flat in by a rock. God in heaven. It's not a rock. It's a tombstone.
I wish I could cry, but I haven't got any more tears. Florence, darling, please. You'll kill yourself if you keep on like that. Oh, if this horrible night would only end.
It was my fault. Mine. I was the one who got her out here. She didn't want to go. She hates the country. But I made her come. I made her.
No, you're not the one to blame. I am. I danced on the grave.
But she was so good. So sweet. Oh, why did it have to be Edna? Why?
You're right. It wasn't right for it to be her, was it?
No.
I did it, not her. I did it. I danced on the grave. I danced on the grave.
You can't deny what you see with your own eyes.
But I tell you, Doc, nobody could have carried that tombstone up the steps without me seeing him, could they?
But there it is, ain't it?
Yeah, there it is.
Either somebody's playing a terrible joke or...
You don't have to say it, Doc. I know.
That's just the trouble. You don't know, and I don't know, and nobody knows.
Yeah. And that tombstone.
Well, what about the tombstone?
I ain't quite sure, but that's a tombstone out of the old burying grounds up at the bend.
You're crazy.
No, I ain't either.
Well, that place is a good 3 miles from here.
Yeah. I know.
Who could have carted a heavy stone like that for 3 miles?
Yeah. Who?
Stop looking like that, you flap-eared old fool. Human hands carried that stone in here and killed that girl?
Sure.
Yeah, the constable will find out who did it the minute he's on his feet again. You wait and see.
No, he won't, Doc. You're smarter than me and all that, but this time you're wrong. There ain't nobody that takes in breath and leaves out breath like you and me, or the constable's going to find out who killed that girl. You know that, Doc.
Oh, stop talking. I wish the constable was here and this night was over. It's been a terrible night. Terrible.
Terrible clock. Ticking. Ticking. Yeah, I know. I've been sitting here listening to it. I can't stand it anymore. I'll stop it. Why bother with it? Come on to bed, Kay. Please. There's no use sitting there. It won't help her. Yeah. Nothing can help her. But maybe I can help you. Me? It was my fault. Mine. I was the reason it happened. It killed her, and it'll kill you and me, too, unless I stop. No, don't say that. It's true. But why should you be hurt? I'm to blame, not you. Listen, Flo. I'll go out there. There? Out there to the graveyard. What? I'll talk to her. I'll tell it I didn't mean to do it. No. But I didn't know where I was dancing. Please. Maybe somehow it'll hear, listen to me, and then it won't hurt you. No, I won't let you go out there. It'll kill you. Florence. It'll kill you, too. Florence. No, I'll hold you. You can't go. You can't. All right. Come on to bed, Kay, please. In the morning things will be different. But it won't. Nothing will hurt us. And then they're right outside the door. They won't let anything get at us. Oh, please, Kay, please come to bed. Yeah. We'll pray. Pray? I don't exactly know how. Just say anything. Anything. Like this. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Now you. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Kay, are you asleep? I can't sleep anymore. Kay, tomorrow, when it gets light and everything, do you think people will believe us? Do you think so, Kay? I'm not quite sure what happened. I always used to be so sure about things. And now Kay? Kay, where are you? Kay, where? The window. She went out the window. She's going out there. To the graveyard. To talk to it. Okay, why did you go? Why did you go? I'll go out there, too. Oh, she'll be so frightened out there alone. I'll go, too. Oh, so cold. My hands. Snow so sharp. Cutting my legs. Oh, why did you go out there, Kay? Why did you? I've got to find you. Wind. Oh, why doesn't the wind stop? Blow, blow, thou winter wind. Thou art not so unkind. Oh, I've got to find you, kid. I've got to find you. It's snowing. I love snow. Edna didn't like snow. Where are you, kid? Where are you? I've lost my way. I've lost the road. Where are you, kid? Kay, where are you? I heard you, Kay. I heard you. I'm coming to you, Kay. We'll talk to it. We'll talk to it together. We'll tell her we didn't mean any harm, won't we, Kay? Won't we? Poor Edna. We can't help her, Kay. We can't help Edna. But I'm coming to help you, Kay. I'm coming. I'm coming. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. I'm coming, darling. I'm coming to help. I'm coming to help you. I'm coming. I'm coming. I hear you. I hear you calling my name. I hear you. Yes. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. Where are you? Where are you? No!
This way, Hooper. They must have come this way.
Climbing out the window like that in the middle of the night. They must have gone crazy, the both of them.
Let's not worry about that now. We've got to find them. Here, give me that lantern.
What is it, Doc? What have you found?
A shoe. One of the girl's shoes.
My gosh, stuck in the snow. We're going the right way.
Come on, move fast. We've got to get to them.
Doc, look at this.
What is it?
Over there. Ain't these footprints?
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's right. Footprints. Hello! Up ahead! Hello!
Doc, we're getting pretty close to the old burying grounds.
Well?
Maybe... Oh, look here, Doc. Let's not be fools. Let's wait till morning.
What? Let those frightened girls freeze to death? Get along.
But, Doc,
You come with me, or the whole town will know what a yellow-livered, no-good you are.
All right. All right. You don't have to get so sore, Doc.
Hello! Hello! Anybody up there? Hello?
Doc! Doc, look!
What?
There they are. Up ahead.
Glory be, they're alive. The both of them. Come on.
Doc. Doc, look at them. That's the burying ground up there. And they're dancing. Dancing on the graves.
What? They must be out of their heads. Come on. We've got to stop them.
Doc! Doc, wait for me. Oh, Doc, it's Doc again. Where are they, Doc? Where are the girls? Have they stopped dancing?
Yes.
Huh?
They've stopped dancing. Did they ever dance?
What are you talking about, Doc? We saw them. We saw them dancing in this place with our own eyes.
Did we? The moonlight. Here it comes again. See with your eyes again.
Oh, no.
Both of the girls froze stiff to the ground, each with her head crushed by a tombstone.
This is Mr. O, Arch Obler. Can such things happen? Well, mischievous, revengeful spirits doing all that sort of thing? In Africa once, I saw a native chief's home where rocks and pans and everything else were flying through the air, and no one was in the room. No one. I, too, have only questions, no answers, except about our next story, after a short message from your station.
These are underwater recordings of the humpbacked whale, now almost extinct. Why save the whale? We no longer need whalebone or blubber. But today, as man seeks how to adapt to life underwater, The whale has much to teach. How it navigates, why it sings, what it may be saying. For the whale, like man, is a mammal. Efforts to save this great beast may just be turning the tide. The American Museum of Natural History is playing a leadership role. There are 200 scientists at the museum dedicated to the preservation of all animals, including man. Come see our exhibition, Never Say Die. It's the story of the endangered species. The American Museum of Natural History, 79th and Central Park West, open every day.
This is Mr. O again. Our next play in the series is titled Ancestor, and it's a ghost story, pure and simple. A girl is being held captive by criminals, and as she tries to... but that's next time.